Welcome back to the podcast. Today we are joined by the same group of degenerates you guys know as well. We're going to start off across me diagonal. We have MCA, MC Hammer. Doesn't have a proper nickname. Then we have our resident NFT expert who's no longer in the Bored Ape Yacht Club, so he's...
I feel like
we haven't even talked about
I feel like I'm the resident NFT expert now.
Yeah, you might actually get the tag. This guy's out, dude.
Hold on. Intro me too.
I don't know. Wait.
Don't just start.
We have our resident Turkey Stone
There
user.
we go. How's it going,
There
guys?
it is.
Happy
Back
Thanksgiving.
on Turk.
We're back.
Back
And
on
we're
Turk.
back on Turk, yeah.
All right.
A lot has changed. Sold the ape. We're back on Turk.
Whoa,
I have a beard.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you not have a beard last time?
No, it was start of No Shave November, and now we're full blown.
I think he had a beard. It just wasn't like a beard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, Aiden gets a beard 13 minutes after shaving.
I'm the only guy on this podcast without a beard.
Literally, I was about to say, we all have beards.
Well, are we calling Karen's facial hair beard?
It's like terrace.
Yeah, it is. What do you mean? It's a
Wait,
beard.
what did you say?
It is
It's
terrace.
like terraced? I like that.
That was the voice of Kieran
like
Reyna.
Dude,
I lost my
can say
voice,
it's
guys.
chill,
Just
chill.
a heads up.
Yeah.
You know, people like you think it's true? Like female, just like for the most part, like beards more attractive.
Oh, I thought you were saying
Yeah,
my
of
voice.
course.
It's like
Yeah,
makeup
100%.
for dudes.
Yeah.
It like
So?
covers up. If you have a dude that's ugly, he
know
gains
about
like a point on the attractive scale if he has
What
a
if-
good beard.
What about
No,
like?
I think
question,
even
question.
more.
What,
maybe
no, no,
more.
whoa. What about the Edward? What about the Edward Cullen factor? What's his name?
I don't know who that
I don't know
is.
who.
The
Wait.
guy from Twilight.
Yeah, what about him?
Oh yeah, Lily would argue that dude, that guy with a beard is
Okay,
ruins
wait,
it.
time out.
I said a good beard though. He doesn't have a good beard.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. But
Wait,
I'm just saying that.
You know,
clean
like
shaven.
Kamza without the beard. Is that really him?
No, that's
that-
not actually him. That's not actually.
I haven't seen that photo.
Can you bring up Kamzat without a beard, please? It's not real, but it looks like okay. That could be real.
KHA.
KHAM. You've seen the picture, right? Your guy.
No.
You haven't seen this?
No.
Kamzat, no beard.
Yeah.
Kamzat.
That's fine.
BAT.
That's right there. Kamzat Shemaev. Yeah, right there.
No
and
beard,
then type in
no
no beard. Yeah. Bro, if you haven't seen this,
Just
There's
type
honestly-
no beard at the end.
I said that it's not real, and I'm not actually sure if it's real or not.
Damn, David.
David, do you know how to type English?
Damn, fool.
This is awful.
You typed in
My
Kamzat
favorite thing
Kamayev
is just
bye.
across all podcasts that I listen to, the host or not the producer sucks at
What are
typing.
you doing,
Damn,
David?
No
David.
beard.
Do you know how to
Right there,
just
that
click
picture.
on it?
That top
Just
one.
fucking click
Bro,
on it.
I'm blown
No.
away. Click on
on
it.
the
What are
thing
you
that says
doing?
beard.
I wish
Just
there
do a
was.
search.
I wish there was a picture. I wish there was a camera.
Why can't you hear anything?
Click
No
the
beard.
thing that says no beard. You can just click it. It autofills for you.
Bro, I wish the camera wasn't on.
still hasn't
I wish.
clicked on it,
I
bro.
wish there was a camera showing David right now.
Just click
Dude,
and see
just
what happens.
fucking click on it.
There, okay, move on. Let's go. Come
right.
on.
Oh my god, that's so
That one right
funny,
there.
bro. That's so
Look at the
good.
comparison one. Click on the
That's
comparison
so
one.
good.
fuck.
It's the James Harden. It's
Yeah.
the James Harden effect.
Put it on the stream. Put it on the podcast.
Hopefully it's good.
Sorry, you guys had to wait for that. That was.
Is that real?
No.
It might be.
Open it
You're
up
the one
big.
who
Open
said it
that
wasn't
picture up
real.
big, bro.
Is it real?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I feel like it's not real. It looks so different.
I feel like it's real.
No way that's real.
Why? It looks exactly like
Yeah.
him without a beard.
Actually, you're
The
right.
nose
It's
just
probably
looks
beard.
a little
I-
different.
again,
He looks like Kobe. Huh?
I say the
Kinda looks
beard
like
is
Kobe.
like makeup for dudes if it's a good beard that's like fully, not like a gross kind of neck chin Abraham Lincoln looking
No, because
beard.
that's just how you use it. Like James Harden has
Yeah.
a big beard because he looks so fucking weird without a beard. Same with this guy.
Beards
You
are
don't
most of the time a plus if it's done well.
You don't look weird without a beard. You look good without a beard.
I like Aiden with the
course.
beard for sure. I think.
I
it's
did a
just
poll
more-
on my Instagram and
Yeah, I responded to it.
yeah, I got a lot of votes, bro. Everyone was like, it was pretty 50-50.
Remember when you
Oh, was it
put
50-50?
50-50?
I think you're just bugging if
Remember
you don't
when I
think
put what?
Aiden with the beard is like looks like a Viking. You know. works
Yeah,
for
you
him.
look good with a beard.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's,
weird.
you know.
You look like a proper Irishman.
One of the AI app that we've been using that's been blowing up all over the place on
I won't even attempt to do this. Seems so dumb.
on
and you have
Twitter.
to pay for it.
You have to pay for it, but it's an app. You upload 10 selfies, you pay X amount of dollars, and it gives you in 15 minutes like hundreds of different renditions and renderings of yourself. It's amazing, but it looks so good.
Easy.
Can
Dude,
I
this
ask
is-
you?
this is
Let me
the-
let me ask you
Can
a
we
question.
pull up some?
Let me ask you a question here, okay? What are the chances the company that made this shit?
Go to my.
Just-
Oh yeah,
Oh,
100%.
you cannot see that.
Like
bro.
government plant, 100%.
You're going down a little too far. I just think
Yeah.
that they probably just found like 5 TikTokers were like, "Hey, can you post this?"
They're
And,
getting
like,
a lot of
that's
pictures
what
of
starts
people.
it, you know.
But
I think so much shit.
They have
right
to
now,
have the technology.
You
for
worried
it to
about the
work.
government
No,
getting your pictures?
no.
They'll get them anyways.
What are you talking? No. I'm saying like virality is so. It used to be very organic. I feel like
Uh-huh.
sure that exists, but I think a lot of it's like
Oh, like
I'm
organized?
not that whole mass media thing. I'm not going down
I
that
mean,
conspiracy.
sure,
I'm just saying it's so easy to manipulate now.
Of course, yeah. But then there's the organic moments where Patty
But
the
it's cool-
baddie
but it's
comes up to the
cool.
ring doorbell. My dog,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
dog.
that was
That
funny.
feels so ridiculous. How is that real?
But it's like that's an organic
Because there's
viral moment,
cameras,
you know?
There's cameras in everything now.
Yeah,
That's why.
Ring doorbell videos are awesome, and then you have a moment like that where it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, this guy's coming up. It's a hilarious.
Usually
thing.
it's just like a
organic.
parent stealing
the
Halloween
AI
candy.
thing is cool though. Like
Yeah,
it's a cool thing that's become mainstream.
gonna
There
do
was,
that?
there was no example
Like-
of it before.
And for
I
my
wouldn't
personality
do it for
type,
myself.
just love it.
But there's plenty of people where it's like you
Narcissistic.
just type in a thing and it'll.
They have
and
the
it'll,
other ones, yeah.
give you like an organic. What's it called? That AI that everyone's using.
I have
Bunch
all-
of-
Dolly.
Yes, exact. What's it called?
Dolly.
Dolly.
So
yeah.
there's Wonder, there's Dream,
DALLE.
and then the one I was referring to for the profile pictures is called Lensa.
Whoa,
Why
no
are
free
we-
clout.
dude. Why
no
are
free
we?
clout, bro.
They're not paying us
Or
for
you
this
got a
shit.
Gatorade bottle. Get that logo out of here, bro.
Can you
Yeah.
see this? Nobody, because you're saying this, dude. They're not
Yep.
paying us for this shit.
They go. All I do is see the orange, the
Actually,
orange cap. Yeah.
Illegally download those,
But-
those apps, all right?
like-
Come on.
Whoa, chill.
The-
I'm not
the
trying to
A-
go to jail.
The AI one that you're talking about is the prompt one where you can type in like.
Yes, and it's subscription based as well, which
Yeah.
I thought it makes me want to agree with Kieran because
Just because it's the
the
app.
fact
You-
that it's paid, I'm like, dude,
you
I-
can, there's
it's
there's
like a free
website
resource.
like on
How
the
many things are you
blockchain.
subscribed to that you have like no idea, and then you
So
look
You know, I
that you like
so
look
many.
back and you're like, oh my god, I have $700 in
I
subscriptions.
recently
So
went and
much.
cleared out. I'm now aware of everything that I'm a subscriber to.
I
and
recently got a charge, and I was like, where did this come from? When did I even in my life sign up for this?
Bro, I've had to.
I've
so-
been signed up to $50 Patreon of PKA for 3 years, bro. Do you know how expensive that is?
Holy
$50 a
shit.
month.
Let
Yeah.
me do the
A
math.
month.
That's about
It's a-
$1,800
600
for
years?
3
Yes,
years.
It's like $600
$1,800.
I've had-
a year.
3 membership RuneScape accounts for the last like 20 years, and I don't
That's
even know what 2 of
hilarious.
How
the
much
accounts
are
are.
they? Like
It
$20?
sounds like you guys
$7
are
a month.
fucking rich.
I still might have Xbox Live for
Crazy.
Xbox 360.
But I didn't even.
know.
You don't even realize
You
that
talking about
randomly-
Massacre of Dawn?
Massacre of Dawn.
Xbox gamer tag.
But you know,
What's your worst Xbox gamer
wait,
tag?
hold on. You want to
And
know
the ball 7.
the monthly bills I get in my email and I check them every month? It's my Twitch subscription to Kieran.
No.
And this guy
Wow.
doesn't even stream anymore, but like I'm on like an 18th or 20-month subscription.
I'm on the
streak
same
with
thing
this
with
guy.
Dustin.
Yeah, him
So
too.
I won't-
You
I
guys
won't-
are taking $10 a month from me.
No,
Wow.
five. I take 5, dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking
I don't
about
even
you.
take 5.
You and Dustin.
Twitch takes 70%
I'd
of
be-
that, dude.
Much more inclined just for my own like laziness to just cancel a debit card and get a new card
Yes,
than to go
same.
one by
That's
one.
100%.
Like I wouldn't
You know,
go.
there's some
Apple makes it
subscriptions
easy.
that can go past that.
Yeah.
Apple displays all your subscriptions.
Well, the thing,
Great.
there's an app for that now. Like you,
But now it's like I have to go
I
do
know.
an app. and
You
I have to-
download the app
and
and
you got
it's
to pay a
like,
subscription for the
But
app.
you
and
only
it's
got-
like-
no,
App
you
is
don't.
Definitely easier than canceling a fucking.
Yeah,
credit
yeah.
card
It's
for
you
sure.
walk into the bank, say, "Hey, I need a new
Do
debit
you
card."
use? Wait.
yeah.
Quick
But then
question.
what happens when your
Do
water
you
gets
use
shut
a
off?
debit card for most of your shit, or do you use a credit card?
Both depends.
I use a credit card for everything.
I think it's better. You
should-
probably
you should
should,
be
yeah.
using a
Yeah.
credit card
Yeah, you should
exclusively in
use a
your
credit
life.
card for everything.
I know, yeah.
never
The
use
debit
my
card is like
Yeah,
the biggest.
For sure.
Yes,
I
no,
agree. I
nonsense
agree.
card.
I don't use it as much. I don't do it as often as I should. But
Like when my kids have a bank account, they're never gonna get a debit card.
I saw a TikTok where this old white man said it, and I was like, that
too.
makes sense.
I saw the exact same.
An old
TikTok,
white
and
man,
I
you
thought-
just like snap, like
no,
believed
just-
him.
No, yeah.
You like snap believe the old white man.
No,
You're
it
like,
just
oh,
make-
trustworthy.
No, it makes sense.
Was it Dave Ramsey?
I've been telling you this forever.
Probably Dave Ramsey.
Oh yeah.
I've
Well,
told you this for a very long time.
yeah. Well, you know, I had bad credit for a long time. I have
So-
good credit now.
Yeah,
So.
Christian,
Oh,
shout out. So,
720
yo,
credit,
can we
yeah.
get the claps in there? Do we have claps?
Can I get a clap? Thank you guys.
Good credit.
Dude, Christian went from when I first met him to like
Not having a
300
cell phone.
credit to
And
like
not having
really
a cell
solid
phone.
credit. He has great credit
Yeah,
now.
Great credit, a lot of credit leverage. I can
How do
use it.
you get 300 credit score?
I don't,
Oh,
I'm
you-
exaggerating, but it was
yeah.
pretty low. It was like
oh,
400 or
okay,
500.
Okay.
It was no, but it was like 400. I wasn't
You do have-
exaggerating by a lot.
Dude, when
You
I
just like never
when
paid
I
your credit
first
card
got
off.
a credit card, I was given a $700 limit. I spent that limit in one day, thinking that was my daily limit, and then I never paid him back. It was Chase Bank, never paid it back, and then I settled with them for 33%.
They just wrecked your credit for $700.
Yeah, that's how.
Do you-
it
but do
No,
you see?
he
wait,
wrecked
but-
his credit
but
for
no, no, no.
it's
$700.
way
do you
more
see?
stuff.
Do you
It's way more
see
stuff.
in the grand scheme of things how like dangerous that is to
Yeah.
minorities? I hate to phrase it that way, but
Not
I mean
minorities.
I am Indian, but
I think youth
it's-
more than minority.
it's not even minorities. It's just people that are poorly educated about this stuff.
100%.
I went to a schooling system. Not once they talked to you about taxes. I mean, I don't
crazy.
think most schools do, but they don't talk to you about credit. They don't talk to you about
the
IRS.
important
They don't
shit,
talk
yeah.
to you about filing taxes. They don't talk to you about a W-2 form. They don't talk to you about a 1099.
Dude.
This is shit that as a
It's so
26-year-old
important.
adult,
I'm
I've had
just
to
like
do one of
really
these-
honing in on.
As an 18-year-old adult, you got to start dealing with shit like that.
I know,
But
but
you're
like
just
all
not
the things I
equipped at all.
named,
You're
all the
just
things
not
I named,
taught.
completely
not all of them.
unequipped. Bro, the education, the fact that those things aren't in the regular education system
How is that not in
is
the
a-
curriculum?
is
Bro.
a great example of why like the US is like a fucking shithole place to live. Because it's set up, you are set up to
the
fail.
U.S.
Getting real
education
deep.
system is so
You're
bad.
set you're set up to fail.
It's very, very bad.
It's
and
insane,
it's just there's no money in it, and it's like it's hard to.
It breeds workers.
Yeah, it's
The
good.
point
yeah.
is to breed
Are you
workers.
saying you're not proud to be an American?
Dude,
I have dual citizenship.
oh
Shout out
my
to me.
God.
I don't know.
I
You
could
know
go
what I
live in Europe.
kept? You know what I kept doing? Stephanie is like on the way back, like drugged up, not in a good mood from this like surgery, and I just have my window down. It's raining. My hand is outside, and I'm like, I am a real American. Fight for the right. I don't know why.
I don't even know what song
It's
that is.
it's
It's
Hulk
Hulk Hogan's
Hogan's
entrance
entry song.
Oh, that's
And I'm
great.
just screaming. I don't even know. I didn't even watch like Hulk Hogan wrestling at the time. But I'm just like seeing this out.
2
and
weeks
she's
ago,
like,
you weren't
"Please
watching it?
Stop.
He was at the time. 2
Please
weeks
stop.
ago.
No, I've never watched Hulk Hogan like I never
Oh,
watched
you
that.
just have that song.
I
in your
just
memory
happen to know
somewhere?
that song
Yeah.
from like playing like WWE like 2010 or some shit. You
Never
know?
got into wrestling. Not
Really?
At all?
Not even a lick.
Bro, I love wrestling.
Yeah,
You didn't
I
have an
like
older
wrestling.
brother, huh?
I didn't have an older brother. Yeah.
I would practice wrestling moves on all of my siblings as they were growing up. I would fuck them up.
Who wouldn't?
That's what my brother
Bro,
would do.
anytime
to
we
me.
have
How
a
many
jumper,
siblings?
anytime we have the jumper at a party, bro, I'm going in there doing the fucking FU on some kid.
Oh yeah,
Attitude
you're getting choke
adjustment.
slammed. Someone's getting choke slammed.
Somebody's getting
That's
tombstone,
so
dude.
weird, bro. It's such
I
a
can't believe it's
specific
kids.
and foreign thing.
That's how I broke
It's
my
not.
wrist.
We're living the same thing
No,
here.
I'm saying it's specific.
And
but it's
culturally,
just
we're very
so
different.
Specific, you know what I mean? I just was completely unexposed to it.
Have you
So
ever
wrestling?
Yeah.
I mean, so for me, like
Totally
I
If
was.
you guys are in
I
the
don't
chat,
know, 10 to, I don't know, maybe 8 to 13. Like that's your shit. And
Yeah.
me and the boys, you go to the fucking
Younger.
park and you just start wrestling and you fucking throw each other. I jumped off the top of the jungle gym, landed on my arm, broke it, went to the hospital, got a
Yeah.
cast, was out for 6 weeks, came back, used it as a weapon.
That's how you know you weren't an
Not my
iPad
thing.
kid. Like,
They didn't have iPads back then.
if you broke a bone, you're probably not an iPad kid. You know?
Well,
Did you break a bone?
yeah, but I did it because
Have you broke a bone?
He's like, I broke it with an iPad. Fuck.
Are you
punched
serious?
An elevator and that's
Oh, I
I
why
broke
mean-
my
broke
ankle like 5
hand.
times, remember?
I'm fucking asking. Do
Oh.
they know you broke your ankle
No,
5 times?
You seem so genuine about
Broke
the
the
question.
same ankle 5 times?
4 on the left, once on the right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
and then
How do
I
you do
also
that?
broke my
That's
my
why your ankles
wrists.
are
We're
shit.
all not iPad kids.
What did
We
you?
went outside when we were kids.
Look
I'm
at
an
David.
iPad
That's the face of an iPad kid.
I'm
Have
an
you?
iPad kid.
You've never broken any
David's
bones,
just get-
David?
David's
You
getting
fucking iPad kid, bro.
I'm closer to David.
We
than
got an
I am to you
iPad
guys.
producer over here, man.
I've only broken one bone. I broke my toe breakdancing drunk at a party.
Whoa, what?
I don't,
Wow.
Where's
I
that
think-
story
Those
going?
are words I
the
wouldn't
me-
expect Aiden to say.
I think the metric here is really bad that we're using. I think breaking a bone determining is a bad.
That's
metric.
Logan's
Yeah, I
metric.
think
That
it's
was
really
Logan's
bad.
metric.
It's not
What?
that bad of a metric.
That
It
makes
just shows
sense.
like
What are you
it's
talking
really
about?
hard to
Okay.
break your bone sitting inside playing video games all day. Like it's usually from doing an
yeah, look
activity.
at David.
right?
Bro, I
I
I
played.
don't know.
one
I
bone.
played soccer.
I
my
played
whole life.
so
I
much-
still feel like an iPad kid.
I played so many video games
What are you
growing up.
talking
Like,
about, bro? There was not iPads when we were kids.
but there was
But I played
there was
like
the other
GameCube
option of an
or
iPad, which
Xbox,
was an
yeah.
Xbox or a PlayStation or whatever
Yeah.
the technological
It's
equivalent
very
was.
different though. iPad kids are different, bro. They're glued to that shit.
They got
And
iPads and PlayStations.
And because it's portable, they're going to like family functions
Yeah,
and
like
holiday parties, and they
my
just
cousins
sit in a
like that.
corner, huddled up.
yeah,
playing
that's
like
literally
Roblox
exactly
together.
what they do.
Luca's
yeah.
not allowed to watch fucking Coco Melon because that shit's like crack for
Coco
babies.
Good. It is.
Why? Yeah, what's up
It's
with
like
Coco
crack
Melon?
It's the
Can you-
music. I'm
Can
telling
you explain
you.
it to me?
Dude, Luca,
I've heard nothing.
we
Like,
don't let him watch it. Only every once in a while, like when he really needs.
Is
to
it a
shut the
cartoon?
fuck up.
Are we talking
Yeah.
about the Coco
It's just songs. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, if he'll be anywhere and like he'll be upset, whatever, you turn it on, he goes like, he just sits like this,
it's like
and
a
he's zoned out for like
mind ray for babies or something.
like 5 minutes.
Parents
at
have
least.
used that shit for like
It's crazy.
to parent. It's like a substitute. It's kind of weird.
it's like Barney or Sesame Street when I was a kid was like that same thing. You just get locked in.
You're
I
like,
don't
holy
remember-
shit! Everybody,
Dude,
shut the fuck up!
JJ
Barney
the
is
Jet
talking
Plane?
right now.
Oh,
As a
man.
kid, my parents put me like in so many sports. I do not remember being like stuck to video games or like
me too.
you know what I
Is
mean?
that how you broke your ankle 5 times?
I re-
How did you break
I
the same
remember
ankle
watching
5 times?
SpongeBob
Four-
when I was
four on the left,
older
one
at
on the
that
right.
point.
How?
I don't remember watching stuff. As
I was
a
only
kid.
allowed to watch stuff specifically because we didn't have cable, so there's not even like cool kid
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
during the week.
That's why
But
you
on
like Power
Saturday
Rangers.
they had
That's why you
Kids
like Power
WD,
Rangers.
Kids WB.
Yeah, Channel 5,
Um,
dude.
Yeah.
Can I hear
so,
these ankle stories? What the fuck?
most of them are pretty whack. The only one that was like ridiculous.
Stepped in a hole.
The only one that was like ridiculous was
the same ankle 5
at practice, at football practice, we were running the warm up lap.
Oh.
It's already starting off horrible. But because, the biggest problem that we talk about now in sports and
Not
the
stretching.
injuries
Steroids.
is not that, is the turf. And because your cleats get caught in the turf.
Toe?
No. The turf doesn't allow there to be give, so you get stuck when you plant your cleat in there.
I never had that problem.
It's a very big
We
problem
played
in
on
sports.
the same. Me and you literally played on the same.
So
field.
anyways, the heel of my
An athlete.
cleats,
we played on the same.
real
field.
athlete.
Not an athlete.
The heel of my cleats got caught on the turf, and the front of my cleats got caught on the player in front of me's back, inside of the back of their cleat, and they turned left,
Oh, and it's just
and my cleats locked in on the ground, so my whole thing went left. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds gross.
So
bro.
it was the right ankle, I think. So it went all this way, dislocated and fractured.
Is
Like
that why your
first
ankles are
time?
so bad? Did you tear
Yeah.
any of your shit? Your tendons?
yeah, for sure. I've torn like multiple ligaments and stuff.
Ugh.
Yeah, for sure.
Nasty, bro.
So
Did you know right away it was broken?
dude, like you remember like the Luke, like all those crazy injuries?
course, yeah.
Yeah, my foot was completely 90 degrees to the left. It just
Yeah.
didn't look
What was
right.
that crazy one for the college basketball
Nurkic.
player?
Oh, was it Nurkic?
That came
It was
back.
Louisville. It was a Louisville guy,
What's that kid's
Fibia.
name? Yeah, where it popped
that was
out.
bad. That was
You-
crazy.
this bone was
Oh
taken.
yeah, that
What's
was
his name?
crazy.
Louisville, but it was a Louisville
Was it-
player.
No, Gordon Hayward. Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
happened.
that
too.
was
Paul
bad,
George
too.
has a really bad one.
Yeah, Paul George was
Yeah,
one too.
Paul
But this,
George has a
this
sick-
one was
No,
like,
the Nurkic one recently was like the worst one in a while. It was his ankle.
Yeah, 'cause he's so
and then
big,
the ref
'cause he's
stepped
so
on
big,
it. That
yeah.
was the worst part.
He's-
Where he like kicked it. Dude, me and you played on
Yeah,
the
that one,
exact
yeah.
same turf in high school. I have the exact opposite experience. If anything, playing on turf, you slide more than anything else when you have cleats.
Bro,
You guys
it's
have
like
any-
it's the
You know
biggest.
what it might be?
I don't know. Are you into this?
No,
watch
do you know
this?
what it might be? Metal cleats versus plastic cleats.
We don't use metal cleats.
You didn't use them in football? I thought you used
No,
metal
you
cleats
never.
in
You're not allowed to.
Well,
Only
we
in
had, like, the same
baseball.
cleats.
Only in baseball.
That's so weird. No, I'm talking about playing soccer, playing football.
In
right?
metal is only in baseball.
But we played literally on the exact same field
Bro,
at South Pass.
I promise you, it's like the biggest heated debate right now, especially within
I
football
slip so
players in the
much.
NFL. Like,
No.
it happened in Eagle Stadium. They showed a great example
Yeah.
because it's grass there.
Yeah.
How the guy's knee buckled,
but-
but because it was grass,
They won't.
it was able to get out stuck.
What I'm
You
saying
get
is
stuck
is
in turf. It's like you're just
remember
there's
the
no
turf.
give.
Remember when I took you to go play soccer? Remember say that field. It's super slippery. So for me, turf feels like a really slippery place to play. That's what I'm saying. It just feels like the exact opposite experience. So weird.
The cleat gets caught in there, and because as opposed to
Never
grass,
happened to me.
there's give. In grass,
Yeah,
you know,
no, I get it.
You know when you slide
a
tackle
claw,
on grass,
a clod will like come out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. Try slide tackling with your cleats down on turf.
I do. It's
You're
the
gonna
same thing.
destroy you'll snap your leg in half, dude.
No, bro.
I feel like we're
Did you-
talking about
This
cleats
is
a lot.
crazy.
Yeah.
Dude,
This is a very boring topic. Let's talk about something else.
Did you play with anyone who took steroids in high school?
I think one person, yes.
imagine taking steroids and playing soccer, dude. What a fucking waste of
Bro.
steroids.
That's
There was
fair.
a dude in my high
Absurd.
school that was 16 and looked like he was damn near 30, and he was so fucking jacked.
Playing what?
Nothing, just taking
Oh.
steroids and being
Nothing.
jacked.
What?
Dude, that's Alejandro, dude.
And he was doing like bodybuilding competitions and
Oh, well,
winning them
that's
at like
why.
16,
Yeah,
where you're like,
that's cool.
oh, you're a grown man.
Yeah.
Steroids when you're 16 is rough.
Two
Speaking
guys.
of steroids,
Dude, I'm as big as you get for soccer.
There's two guys that went to our high school that used steroids and played football. I don't think you know one of them, but the other one you.
You were
His
younger.
name,
You were younger.
You don't-
So I
No,
you
one
don't
of them
name
was a senior
people.
when I was a freshman.
is his name Liver King?
Alejandro
Oh.
Chavez.
This segue.
Segwazy.
Uh,
Took me
Our
two li-
sponsor
I
today.
like Liver King
Steroids.
more now.
Yeah. I mean, for
it's hard to
Was it-
say that because he lied about
It's a
it.
great apology, though.
so
Took full
You have to
responsibility.
lie about
it took him getting caught
Yeah.
with like blatant evidence
Yeah.
by my guy Derek More Plates More Dates. Thanks for creating
He's
Turkesterone.
like, Natty or not? Is that guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Derek
well,
More Plates More Dates.
Bro, when else have any? Well, of course, there's no other reason to apologize. When you get caught doing something, you apologize, and he handled
Yeah.
it. Like
I thought he handled it well.
He,
I
he
think
didn't blame anybody
the
else.
problem-
He just said, "I'm sorry, I fucked up."
Yeah, I have no problem with it for me. Like
Love
it doesn't
Liver.
matter to me.
The guy from More Place More Dates, Derek, is a guy that uses steroids.
He's an expert.
So this is not
From
coming
what?
from.
From what?
He uses steroids and he's a professional at this.
Uh-huh.
I think, but the point being is it's not coming from a space of like somebody that's like, how dare you use
no,
steroids?
he was just like
Right.
It's a place
going
where
over
like
evidence.
don't lie,
Right,
don't feed
right,
me
right.
bullshit because you're selling. He sells a program.
He
about
sells
not
supplements.
needing-
Yeah,
He
That's
yeah,
sells
the
exactly.
supplements.
Yeah.
No. He doesn't though. He
does.
sells supplements.
That's what I
But
said.
the part
That's what I said.
But they're not
in his
saying
9
he's gonna
fixtures
look
of life, the problem
says
is
you
at
wanna
no
look like-
point is there steroids in this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he says you want to look like me, live with the 9 ancestral
yeah.
tendons, and buy the ancestral supplements.
Yeah.
Which
He's
is
hustling. He's hustling.
sure. And
Yeah, yeah.
for me, I have no problem with anybody doing
I have
steroids.
no
at
problem
all.
with anybody
I have no
hustling
problem either,
for
by
sure.
the way.
And but I do think there's a little bit something disingenuous if you're saying you can look like this. That's the only.
It's 100% disingenuous.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly great that guy called him out also. But also, bro, if you're dumb enough to think that guy wasn't on steroids,
literally,
that shit's on
literally,
you.
that's the thing.
Okay,
Like,
but the
that's
problem.
I agree. Like
Wait.
when I look at him, I'm like,
obviously
course.
you're on
And
steroids. We all
everyone knows that.
knew.
It's
Literally
like
everyone.
thinking
Yeah.
The Rock isn't on
Okay,
steroids.
literally, it's like looking at the Rock and being like,
the
yeah, he's not
problem-
on everything.
The Rock's
No.
on steroids.
Wait,
Come on, bro.
course.
Come
the
on.
problem you guys are not seeing is that the people that he's marketing to are probably predominantly under the age of 21.
Uh-huh.
And maybe a kid that's 16, 17 looking at this as some kind of role model. Again, I'm not saying he's a great role model, but that's just how kids are now, the iPad kids, right?
Easily influenced.
How do they? They're not going to actually
Bro,
know if on steroids.
Welcome to
Come on.
fucking capitalism, dude. Everything is marketed like
Yeah.
that. Everything is
Welcome
meant to
to
deceive.
America, man.
It's just truly everything is meant to deceive.
Like
you.
the product almost doesn't matter. It's how well you can market it. You know, like sell me this pen.
Bro, once again,
Wolf of Wall Street,
why
excellent
do you,
film.
Why do you think we don't learn about fucking like basic tax forms like in school? It's the exact same.
Because they're
concept.
trying to oppress us. They're trying to hold us back, man.
I mean, it's,
Yeah, man.
you say- it's
Yeah,
hard,
man.
But it's true. You know what I mean? You're bred to be a consumer.
Yeah.
Like that's. I mean,
I
that's
did think
why
his
Liver King's
apology
successful.
Because
was
you're
good.
bred to be a follower.
Yeah, exactly. That's
My-
why Liver King works.
I thought that his response was going to be something like, go after, like
Wasn't
sue
me.
Derek, like this whole
No,
thing.
he was just like, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Love that.
Yeah, that's a good move for sure.
Champ.
Yeah. I
Champ.
mean, I honestly, it didn't affect my, because I knew he was on it already. So
Yeah,
I was
of
like,
course.
whatever. But like, hey, at least he came
You're
out.
like, oh, finally.
What if he didn't even acknowledge it and just kept going on with his life? What about that response of just literally not even acknowledging it?
That
ever?
is what like
I think a lot of people
90%.
do that,
That's like
yeah.
90% of like
the Trump marketing tactic of just ignore everything bad that's said about you. Let's just keep going.
I wish I was more politically informed. I really would. At this juncture, I really wish I was more politically informed.
I don't think it matters to me very much.
I'm not. It does matter. It matters more to me now, and I'm seeing how much it matters.
I feel like people
It's-
that envelop themselves in politics or just besides anyone that overindulges in anything and they go to a point where they make it a part of their
Identity.
almost like identity or
Yeah.
even more than that. They like it's engraved in them.
Yeah.
They're like really shitty people to talk to, man.
Of course,
They're
but
just
that's-
angry.
But that's not what I'm saying. I just want to be informed.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? That's.
Yeah.
But
that's
there's a
But
line.
do you
dude.
think that
get
it would have
more-
affected the Liver King brand if you just didn't acknowledge it? Like 6 weeks go by, he hasn't even thought about it. Like
to be honest, bro.
no.
I only like Liver King because I love what his hilarious TikTok videos.
Primal.
No, dude, him running is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. It looks like a moving rock. Like it's so.
You ever
funny,
see
bro.
the scene in Lord of the Rings where the dwarfs are running with the axe? That's
Yeah,
what it
of
looks like.
course.
That's
It looks exactly.
He's
like that.
Gimli.
Yeah. He's Gimli. Yeah,
He's
literally
Gimli.
How much
Gimli.
does he weigh?
he's probably 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, he's probably really short. I
Damn,
agree.
he's
Yeah.
really
He's
short.
probably
He weighs like 220 pounds.
Yeah, like
Maybe,
230.
yeah.
I think seems fair.
Imagine Liver King versus like Francis Ngannou.
Dude,
Oh my
Francis
God,
Ngannou
what are you
would
talking
step
about?
on him.
Liver King's like 50 years old. Like, dude,
I
come
know,
on,
but
man.
it would
Liver
be
King
funny
definitely
because
he would have
weighs
last.
a
He
lot.
would have last 3
Liver
seconds.
King weighs less than you think he weighs.
For
Really?
Is what it- yeah, for sure.
because he's so short.
Yeah,
If I had to
like,
really put a
you know-
number, I'd say like 215. It depends. Like,
maybe.
I just don't know how. I literally don't know how tall he is.
I
I'm
feel like he's
ballparking
short.
5'8".
He's
yeah.
5'7". He's
Is he really?
5'7".
Oh yeah, then
Yeah.
definitely less. Think
I
about
watched the
Pierre
Liver-
at the gym. Right?
Yeah.
Pierre's jacked. Is this dude that we go to the gym with? Jacked out of his fucking mind. He weighs 175, and me standing next to him, I feel like he's fucking two of me. He's 175.
Is he-
I have like
how tall is he?
20 pounds on him. He's like my height.
What?
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
Probably on steroids. You know who's not on steroids?
He said probably
Everybody
on
in this room
steroids.
besides Aiden.
Conor McGregor's not on steroids.
Conor McGregor
Oh,
is
no.
100. Can you pull up the photo? Okay, let's just do it now.
I think there's a photo that's with perfect lighting and
I saw-
perfect editing and
I have
perfect
I have a
pump,
TikTok that we can look at.
and
today.
it's like, yeah.
bro,
he
it's
looks good
so clearly
Like,
fucking
Just
steroids.
David, you have to write this stuff. You have to put Conor McGregor on steroids,
David,
and
should
there'll
we-
be a picture like that.
David, what would you rate yourself 1 to 10 as a typer?
Yeah, I think it's the top left.
As a
picture.
typer.
What do you think?
Can you put
like,
it
look
to
at
the
that-
screen so we can see it?
I don't know, man.
David, can I get a response?
So
What
it's
about as a multitask?
Well,
so
he's
it's-
been out of the pool or been able to.
he's
dodge
been
it,
out
right?
of the USADA testing pool. He's been basically traveling the world.
He doesn't even look like himself, dude. Why the fuck would he be bigger now?
I think he's for sure an alcoholic though. He's got the alcoholic nose.
Yeah, and you can tell because he's like swollen, but that could also be the fucking steroids.
I think he's an
I
alcoholic.
guess steroids work the opposite way, right?
He's drinking a lot. For
Did
a
you guys know
professional
that-
athlete, it's like every single post he's got.
One question though. You're a
Yo.
big Conor fan, right?
He's
Obviously.
my guy.
You
Yeah,
a fan
bro.
of
Okay,
Conor
you know
McGregor?
what's weird? How many times has he retweeted you?
Oh
Once.
yeah.
When he
weird.
first got proper 12, I tweeted
Oh,
him.
He's never
No,
retweeted
no. How many,
you, bro.
how many times has
Shut
he
up.
retweeted me, dude? Oh shit, that he retweeted me. Weird. Not
You
you
did?
though.
I I vaguely remember. This is when we had it at
Dude,
the bar.
when he first got
dude,
proper
you
12.
retweeted me and
Yeah.
my
Oh,
shit blew up.
yeah.
That shit blew
At
up.
Aro, right?
It had
The
like
bottom?
2,000 or 3,000 likes. It was my most liked fucking tweet, obviously, ever.
Was it the one at Aro? The
Yeah.
bottom? I remember
Yeah.
you taking
That's
it.
pretty fucking
I bought 2 bottles, like the
Yeah, I
last 2
remember
bottles
it.
at Bevmo. I brought them to Aro and I set
So
them on the bar. I
funny.
took a picture and I was like, "Yo, super excited to have this at my bar." And he
Was that before we
and he
went to
retweeted it.
Vegas to go watch the fight?
Probably. He wasn't a loser at the time.
That's so funny, bro.
No, he was a loser, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, perfect, David. You got it.
Because he lost to the
He already showed it.
arguable
He showed
GOAT.
it on the camera.
He lost to, yeah, that doesn't look like steroid. That looks like, literally looks like just a
This
dude
isn't-
that works
That's
out a lot.
that's a bad picture.
This is
I can
helping
find one.
Aiden's
I can
argument.
find
This
one
is
on
helping
Twitter
Aiden's
right now.
argument.
That looks like
It's
a guy
just so
that
hard to
works
get
out a
it to
lot
him.
and has perfect nutrition and perfect training.
Shut the fuck up.
And is an
the
alcoholic,
fuck
bro.
up.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
gets a lot
dude.
of liquid
Bro,
calories.
I stopped drinking and I snap dropped 15 pounds.
Yeah.
He's not drinking and looking like it's not a thing.
Guy's probably cooked out of his mind, man, honestly.
It's not a thing, bro.
So I have connections in Irish media,
shut the
and they
fuck up, dude.
What are you talking
Hey,
about?
go to Conor
do.
McGregor's. Yeah, he does. Go to Conor
Yeah,
McGregor's Twitter.
yeah. I can't get into
Go to
specifics.
Twitter.
Just type in
But
Twitter
the guys that
Conor.
Logan and I stayed with in Ireland run like
And then go to
the
his pictures.
biggest newspaper in Ireland.
Why can't you get into specifics?
So I just want to say their names
okay, got
or what the newspaper is.
Are they your family?
Yeah. But they do not
Oh,
like Connor at all. So when I go there, they give me all the details. Like,
Why he's a fuck?
I guess, yeah, he just like drives through, like, in like, the
Media.
Ferraris, like, just crushes through the streets. He has a boat
That's
that he does
ridiculous.
trades on, like, just
It won't let him.
parties.
Treats
Oh, yeah.
it like his
There you
personal
go.
playground.
Yeah.
Keep
Their
scrolling.
city.
Keep
Yeah,
scrolling.
it's fucked up. Of course,
Picture.
it's like
Hey,
that's like
it's,
if
no,
I
it's
got
awesome.
super rich.
It's
You
awesome.
know what it is,
It's
dude?
what
Scrolling.
the superhero of
It-
fucking
no,
Ireland
no,
should
no,
be
no.
doing.
It's Kieran in South Pass with his fucking M5,
Yeah.
dude. It's just
Yeah.
exploding down the blocks.
Yeah, it's what the Batman of Ireland should be doing.
Stop.
What do you mean stop? He's a superhero,
Terrible
bro.
take.
A little
Bad
more. Damn.
He's got $1 billion.
What was Conor McGregor's best hairstyle? Go.
Bro, that's a good one.
Honestly,
Honestly,
are you
that's
on his?
such a good
Oh,
one.
there it is, right
Excited
there.
right
That
now.
picture.
Honestly, for me,
Look how fucking jacked he is,
Bro, that is
That's
a
perfect
man
lighting.
on steroids.
he's got a
Dude,
great
there's
tan.
something wrong with his nose, dude. I'm telling you, he's an alcoholic.
No, his
bro.
dad has a fucked up nose too, and he
No,
probably
man.
and he does coke, so that's
I
its
mean,
own
he
thing.
does get punched in the face.
Yeah, he's
a
also
lot.
his nose
No,
gets.
but
Wait, do you
broken
think he's
often.
not on steroids?
No, I think he is on.
So
steroids.
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that's a perfect photo with lighting. He's got a tan. It's edited and it's got.
a tan.
It
there's
matters.
there's another picture, but I can't find it.
I think Samurai Conor McGregor is the best haircut.
Samurai
Lock it in.
Conor McGregor at 145 with
Yeah.
Bruce Lee mentality.
He
For
looks
that spree.
scary. That when he used to
Yeah.
scream
Were you?
like
Did
that?
you watch UFC when Connor's like come up was happening?
Yeah, that's that tail end of when I was watching.
That's
it.
like the nut time in UFC history.
This
Was
guy
that
looks-
come up for him,
Yeah, it was
where he's
cool.
145 just
and
destroying
then jumps
dudes,
up to 155,
becoming
and
the
destroys.
biggest
Yeah.
fucking super MMA like star on the planet.
They
just
brought him up
murking
really
dudes.
quick though. They brought him up quick.
And he came up with it. I mean, he fucking knocked everybody out. Knocked Jose out in 8
That
seconds.
was the beginning of when it was
Aiden's
really
like, I could
easy
talk
for
about Connor
Dana
all
White.
day, guys.
That was the beginning of when Dana White, like, he was bringing people up really fast. Because then Izzy came up really fast. Like, he started.
I mean,
trying
really
people up
fights, but really fast, but 10 fights.
GSP took a long time to come. Anderson Silva took a long
GSP
time.
lost his
Like,
title fights. GSP
John,
lost
John
his first
Jones
title
is like
fights.
the last of that era where like they took a long time. They like really.
John
built
Jones
it.
won the
John
title.
Jones
in
won
like,
the fight in like
5.
Yeah.
Was
In-
it 5,
in-
6?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like it was more natural. Then
John
it
Jones
felt
was like
after that,
20
it
years
felt-
old as a champ. 21.
It feels very 22, I think.
In it,
It was very manicured after that. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, right now, what
I
they're
don't
doing to
know,
Patty the Batty, where they're
UFC
giving you
history.
tailor-made matchups.
you know what I'm saying, right? Dude, Matt Hughes, best UFC fighter of all time, going on record. Dude, Matt Hughes.
Either way, this guy looks like he's a fucking bounce back at Jersey Shore right now. Like
Dude,
this is just
yeah,
weed
lit.
up.
So you don't.
Yeah,
Can we get
lit.
an open bet for the
Does
podcast?
he
I
look
get. I
good?
want even money. His return fight, I get even money.
No.
Why
I'm
would we-
blind because it could be someone that's way better than him. You guys are haters.
Oh, right
No,
now.
nobody's
Yeah,
better than
whoever
him.
it
according
is.
to you.
Yeah.
No,
whoever-
that's stupid. No,
That's stupid.
So you think he's going to be a huge favorite in his comeback fight?
bro, Conor McGregor is one of the best fighters to ever be in the UFC.
All right, let's continue on with our
Bro,
no more UFC topics because I like UFC and I'm getting bored. So
Whoa!
there's something that I want to.
This guy.
Aiden just loves
There's-
Connor.
Yeah, we're not even talking about UFC.
Yo,
We're talking about
first.
Conor McGregor. which is
Fuck
just
your topics,
over.
bro.
Okay, so continuing on
No,
something that I
now
want to
I'm
talk
bored, bro.
about. Something that I want to talk about today.
Nah, Daddy.
There's
Feelings
something-
and emotions. Yeah.
There's
He's
something
like, we
that
could be talking about Daddy Connor right now.
there's something that came up in the poker world very recently. It's actually fairly interesting.
None of us know about this except for Kieran.
Yeah, so
So
you know,
Kieran's gonna tell us.
so just hang in there. God, man, I feel like I'm just
I was
gonna
about to
destroy. If there's no, I'm saying I'm gonna destroy whatever little bit of hope I have in this. I don't. just please take this with a grain of salt. Don't try to cancel me or some shit. Like, I don't want to ruin any relationships. But I do have to preface that.
Having Aiden's dad on would have been great for this.
It would have been great. But anyways, there was what's going on right now, if you guys aren't aware, in December. In December, there's the WPT Millions. It's a $10,000 buy-in, similar to the main event. There's $15 million guaranteed. It's probably going to be one of the best tournaments that's held ever outside of the main event.
When is it?
It's in December, so it's in a week or two. Anyways, WPT has been going on this massive marketing blast, giving away seats randomly just for retweeting seats, $12,000 packages, flight, everything, right? Staying.
I'm trying to win one.
That's what Rampage did.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
trying to
correct.
win one of those.
Is this a bracelet event?
No, it's WPT.
Do you just get a
It's
trophy?
even better. It's like millions of dollars to first.
WPT.
Okay.
Anyways, let him finish.
So anyways,
And a
so they're
trophy?
giving away a ton of packages. They're working with a lot of influencers to give away packages. They're hosting little tournaments too, where it's like you know you can hop in there and whatever. There's 8 seats guaranteed, and there's a massive overlay. Like they didn't even get enough for 1 seat to be paid for. It's been happening like every week. Anyways, the influencers have been hopping in and playing in this. One of the influencers, she's a pretty famous chess player named Nemo. I don't have any recourse with her. I don't know her well at all. But from what I understand, and sorry if I miss any parts of the story, she was playing. She ended up winning the tournament, and because she, from what I'm assuming, not the whole tournament, she won like a satellite.
She won a seat.
Gotcha.
Right. So she won the $12,000 package. From what I understand, because she's already a WPT partner, I believe, you already get a free entry. So what made the most sense was to give it away to her following.
Okay.
Okay. So for her thing, she ended up deciding that the way I'm going to give it away is that I will subjectively choose someone of the first 10 people to comment on my next video. Nobody knows what's going to drop.
Oh, that's a weird way to do it.
We'll wait
Interesting.
till what happens next.
Okay, so she drops the video. She gets 10 comments, and one of the comments is her coach, her poker coach, who also happens to be her boyfriend.
There we go. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
She ends up, for just saving us time here, ends up giving the seat to him.
Oh, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
To her boyfriend,
It's
yeah.
obvious, right? That's pretty obvious. But whatever. Maybe she just had a lapse in judgment, which is fair. Okay, sure. There's been no, hear me out.
I can see it happen.
No. There's been times where I'm like,
Ow.
I
No,
win.
no,
I'm
no.
excited. I give it to one of you guys.
no, hear me out.
That's fine. Just don't do a fake giveaway.
Yeah. No,
Exactly.
Give it to your boyfriend.
hear
Who
me
cares?
out.
Just don't do a fake
So
giveaway.
I'll tie this in really quickly. There's been times where I've done a ton of giveaways on Close to Broke, and I'm very proud to say I have a great track record. I've never fucking lied. I do it the right way, at least in my heart. And I always record this shit, by the way. I use the same random comment picker website.
That's how she needs to do it.
That's beside the point. The reason this is important is because there's definitely been times where I was like, you know what? I think that Dustin is a great example of somebody who deserves it and wouldn't have the money to do something. He also happens to be my good friend. He's never won one of my giveaways. And there's been times where out of 400 giveaways, Logan's won one and Dustin's won one, and I re-rolled. I didn't give it to them. Even though they won fairly on video.
Wow.
I still didn't give it to them.
Sorry, dude.
Okay, so anyways, to
Little
tie this up
racist.
finally, what makes this a little more interesting, the little bit, the nooks and crannies is that without going too far down the fucking rabbit hole, because it's really not that interesting, this gentleman, I think his name is like Talo or something. He's already a successful professional poker player, has a WSOP bracelet. This guy, I'm assuming, could probably
Doesn't
buy
need the
himself
money.
into the event, right? Anyways, he was looking to pimp out a seat. He was like trying to sell a seat under the seat. The seat cost $10,500. He was selling it for less in a different Discord. He's like, "Hey, I'm selling a seat. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna play it or not. I'm just trying to get rid of it for less than face value," which is like, so the guy's obviously selling it because he thinks he's gonna win it before the video even came out. That's what people are implying. I don't know if that to be the truth. Obviously, I don't know that to be the truth, but to hold a giveaway.
That's scammer mentality.
To hold a giveaway and to give it away to somebody that, move aside the boyfriend stuff. Let's say it's just from what I understand, it is her boyfriend. But let's say it's just a friend.
Yeah.
Even
Her
if it's
coach.
a friend, it's the wrong thing to do. I don't think it's the right thing to do.
Why not
I
just
don't mind doing the first 10 comments or whatever because that's nice. It's
do
kind
first
of
10
fair.
comments, but take the 10. Don't make it like you don't choose because you're gonna have some bias to whoever.
Well,
like,
look, she won. right? So if she wasn't gonna do a giveaway,
Yeah,
she
just
could have
give it
just
to
given
him.
it to
That's
him.
what I'm saying.
She earned it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no problem
Yeah.
giving it to your boyfriend. Just don't give to like a fake giveaway.
Do a fake
Exactly.
giveaway.
And then what's being talked about in poker Twitter now, she ended up her first response from what I saw, and I just don't have the time or the care to pick it up, was a little meh. It was really brash, and she came pretty hard, saying like, I don't care what you guys think, something like that.
Wow.
But that's a snap
It's a weird
reaction.
stand.
Again, I get that though. There's times where like, thank
You have
God,
to know you were wrong
no,
when you were doing it, right?
Thank God I don't have the Twitter fingers where I just snap react to something and have to post it. Thank God I don't do that. Because there's so many things in life where I just be snap wrong, right? But anyway, she ended up making a proper apology, which felt sincere, and she realized that she was wrong or whatever. But her boyfriend threw her to the fucking river, bro.
Really?
Was like, it was all her idea. I was a little hesitant
Damn.
about it. Yeah, just fucking
Wow.
dunked on her, bro. I was like, this is pretty
That's
fucking whack.
worse.
So that's
Yeah.
that's not
That's
her,
almost that's worse than
No,
the
she,
fake
blocked-
giveaway.
she
look.
blocked your dad on Twitter.
that's not
Why?
her
No,
ex-boyfriend
he did.
now or what?
No,
No,
Crux.
she did.
She
wa-
did?
She blocked. She blocked.
How do you
Aaron
know?
on-
How do I know? What
I
happened?
follow your dad on Twitter, bro. Your
What
dad's
did he say?
awesome on Twitter. You don't follow your dad on Twitter?
I follow him. I don't see his
course.
tweets.
He's elite.
I follow
dude.
like a fucking
He
1,200
gets
people.
in there, man.
I know he gets
So
spicy on Twitter.
after me saying this entire stage up for this whole thing,
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like we're all on the same page, but like how do you?
It seems like the
It's
way
a
to
bad
have
call.
done it is to have realized that you're going to give it to him before you do a fake giveaway and just give it to him and it's no problem.
yeah.
Don't do a fake giveaway. And if you're going to do a giveaway, you can't make it up to your own. You can't be the person that decides. You have to do the random.org or whatever. Like when we
Yeah.
do giveaways at the restaurant,
Does she
like
think?
we do like for the employee party, we do a giveaway.
I've
I'm
done
not
s-
even in it. Like we have some family in the restaurant. We don't even put them in. It's like just
I've
keep all
done-
close parties away. Like,
That's funny.
I've done a
imagine
subjective.
if you did a giveaway and your sister
wait.
won, bro.
I've
Like,
done a subjective giveaway, right? The WSOP packages that I give away are subjective, but
But they
not in that
mailed in
not in that
stuff.
fashion.
and he's like,
It's-
winner is Kieran has a big dick. That's a great username.
No.
You win.
No, people send in a 60-second video saying why I should pick them. That's the subjective.
Yeah.
And it's never been a friend.
You guys
obviously.
remember that video?
I just, hey, what's up, Close to Broke? I'd like to win this package. I think you're a beautiful man, and if you fly me out, I will.
And I would not pick you with that video.
Wow. Yeah. Let's. Yeah.
I wasn't me. I was like a
think-
hot. I
I
was like
know,
a hot
I
female.
realized-
I was like a hot
I
female.
realized-
That is soliciting.
I think giveaways, like, you can even just do a giveaway where it's not random. You're like, hey, I know this guy's a very active member of my community. You know,
Exactly.
I'm gonna give it to him. You know,
Yeah.
Like you said,
Like-
if she could have still called it a giveaway and said, "Hey, my poker coach
Giving it
has
to my
done so
boyfriend."
much to me, has done so much for
Totally.
me.
It
I
would've-
think he deserves it,
and it would
more
have been
than me."
endearing.
Yeah, and people would have still been like,
She's,
"Yeah,
it
nice."
sounds like she made the wrong call, but thinks she's so smart that she was like fuck you guys, like I can do whatever I want.
It's also
you know
like
what I mean?
just
Which
apologize
is also
and
an
be like-
annoying response.
Yeah, just apologize and be
Yeah,
like,
just
oh, my
apologize.
bad. Yeah.
Dude, take Liver King.
You know what it
All right, I
sounds like?
fucked up.
You know what it's from what I've read or try to understand. It seems like they went to the WPT to talk, like, "Hey, I want to give it to my boyfriend." They're like, that's not in the right spirit. I think
Yeah.
it should be like kind of a giveaway. Again, I'm not positive.
I mean, if
That's
it's in
what
her
I'm hearing.
possession, she won the satellite. She can do whatever she wants with it. Like,
Yeah, that seems
At the
fair
end
too.
of the day, that's fair. But it's gonna she's gonna lose followers. People are gonna talk about her negatively. She has to be prepared for that. That's fine.
of course, and I think apologizing
Give it
right
to-
off the bat would have been
Yeah.
fine. Like,
Give
just
it to your
being like,
boyfriend.
be like,
Why
I
not?
think
You want to be a
think-
dick about it? That's
be like
fine.
made a bad call.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done the fake giveaway. My bad. I'll
Her
learn from-
following is worth now $12,000.
Or if you got the cheddar, like, here's I'm gonna give.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna buy someone
look,
else in. Like,
to be fair, it technically isn't a fake giveaway.
No.
She
No.
had rules. First 10 people to comment,
That's a good
and it's
call.
subjective.
Yep.
Technically, it's not
Yeah.
a fake
oh,
giveaway.
and it's subjective.
Yeah,
She
if-
said it. She
Okay.
prefaced all of this.
All right.
If we-
I don't know.
If we want to look at it like this, honestly, who gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah, I
is
really
she
don't
on
care.
steroids?
You know what I
Is she
mean?
on
Like,
steroids?
I already got bored.
It's a bad look
the
for
problem,
her.
The
but who
problem
cares?
is what the whole I don't give a fuck. I'm not saying you feel that way. You're just giving the devil advocate.
Yeah.
The problem is when you give your audience false hope. That's unfair. In my
Liver
opinion.
King, ancestral
I just-
supplements.
dude. It's just this is gonna be a longer thing that I don't want to go into. But like content culture is so strange.
It is.
It's such a strange place to live in.
It's-
Everyone is just looked at by like what they can produce content wise. You know what I mean? Even just as a regular
It's very
person, in
valuable.
the
Eyeballs are
world,
valuable. Yeah,
as a social media member. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Eyeballs
that's
are
where the
valuable.
hierarchy now falls. So it's
for
like
sure.
like that is so. We're all talking
mean,
about
influence-
this random poker player that did that, you know, or chess player that did that. But like, realistically, it doesn't matter. It's such a small sample size.
I mean, in
But-
the grand scheme of the
You know what I
universe,
mean?
nothing.
It can
Problems-
affect all of her
Okay,
money.
the
it can affect
problem,
everything.
no, the problem isn't, oh, it doesn't matter. The problem is that when you allow shit like this to fly and you set this precedent,
Yeah,
this is a very scary thing.
but it's what
Poker
scary.
is
Why?
a small. What do you mean? Why?
It's just moral. Now it's a moral issue, right?
It's more than a moral issue, though.
Is it?
Yeah,
Why? She set the rules. It's
because now you're setting
It's
a precedent.
scummy,
Why-
but it's
no,
shit set the
okay,
rules,
no
yeah.
giveaways ever becomes real.
it's scammer.
Why am I
Yeah.
wanting to do this? The
Yeah.
problem is, again, you set a really bad
Her
precedent.
boyfriend selling it is, to me,
Worse.
is the scummiest part.
is the scummiest part.
It is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like when
Most
people
people
get
agree with
scammed
that.
and then they try to sell it for less than value.
Like if you're doing
Most
a
people
giveaway
agree
on
with
Close to Broke and I send in a video, you're like, oh shit, like what would you?
I
what
would
You're like, who's this
100%
handsome
not.
Irishman?
You will not win. No one that has direct, like,
Yeah.
if you have my phone number and text me often, like,
Yeah.
even if we're not friends, but you like happen to have my, like, it's
That's a
probably
very
too
moral
close.
high ground
It's probably
stance.
too close.
It's a very moral high ground thing, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
you-
but,
okay,
like,
let
who
me give you an
cares?
example. Let me give you an example, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, so don't take it that way. I had my giveaway winners, right?
I
For
I
everyone
met
that
them.
won.
We went to dinner with them.
Yeah,
Vegas.
they were great,
Yeah.
right?
They were
All
cool.
of
We
them
took
that
tequila shots.
You were
Okay.
there. We did the scorpion
I
shot.
know.
okay,
I
so
there?
all of them that won, right? So
You were there.
Not
I
a
think
dinner.
I was in a
Like
WSOP
you're-
tournament.
You
oh
were.
yeah, you were.
You
Okay,
were.
look,
We drove back
everyone
for
that
you.
won that event, there was 3 or 4 people that won, right?
Yeah.
All of them guaranteed.
Yes.
One of my friends who I met through YouTube, through this, shout out to Richard. He's probably watching the podcast.
Richard.
I gave him
That's
a
humble.
package on the side as a gift, as a thank you for everything he's done for the channel.
Oh yeah, I
That
technically
did
gave
not.
it to him.
That did not count. That did not count as one of my 4 or 3 giveaways, whatever it was.
No,
that
you
was
just gave
separate.
it to
I
him.
did all my own shit,
Right.
and I was like, dude, I love you. Thank you so much for all your help. You've been amazing. And I think like
But
dude,
what are you saying right now? What my nice, that's good.
No.
I like that. No, my question is to tie this back to the whole like content culture. What does that mean? Is that you're
I'm saying that like me as a little nobody, like come on, dude, I can't be the guy that holds the moral compass. Like
I know,
Dude.
but what I'm saying is like no one's actually held to any of these standards. You know what I mean?
I mean, you should be to some regard
By who? By what?
by your own moral standards, by the companies that are giving you this shit. Like, come on.
That sounds like the right answer. By the companies that are giving you this to get to define the moral structure of what's happening.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe.
And that's
I mean, just
weird.
of yourself,
I
right?
think that's weird. Yeah, no,
Uh,
of course. It should be.
It's
yourself.
not weird.
As
If I'm
people in the
paying you to
world,
do
yourself.
something and I'm not doing it, and I'm not paying you to do anything illegal, I'm not asking you to go above and beyond what your means are, right? If they said like at RO, I'm not asking you to go around fucking jerking people off, but like you're expected to hold a high standard of work and service to provide to a customer, right? I'm not asking you to go jerk them off to give them a great experience.
I agree.
But if you want to.
and there is like a personal thing here, of course. Like when I'm at work,
Where do I
like,
sign up?
I hold myself personally accountable for.
You
shit
see,
like
that's
that.
a great example.
course.
Who are you? Just a small guy. Why are
course.
you holding yourself to such a high standard?
He just called you small.
I was
bro.
gonna say, yeah, that
Okay, it's okay.
disrespect out there.
I'll take it.
No,
Close to
he's
bro
big and
is
buff,
like what
bro.
he is in like the restaurant industry, appreciated, respected,
Sure.
right? We're just,
It's
but
just-
we're like little small fries.
and strong
You're
and
those small
big.
people.
Did
Yeah,
he just
thanks, guys.
compliment you
Yes.
by complimenting himself at the same time?
Yes.
No,
he did.
I said we were both small. Like we're
the
both
only way it
small in the
works.
grand scheme of things.
Can
There's something about this that I can't figure out right now that makes me uncomfortable. Like now I'm honestly uncomfortable judging her for what's happening. I don't
mean,
know why. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It's like it's only the fact that this is publicized that it's a problem. Do you know what I mean?
she publicized.
She's the one
it.
that published. That's
I
the
get it. I
problem.
get it.
she has a following, so it's like anything she's gonna do that's
yeah,
hot,
but now
spicy.
everyone has a following, right? So
No,
everyone
but like a
has
real,
this
like a real,
opportunity.
a real following.
Dude,
Yeah, but
obviously is a
everyone now is
legit
held to the
influencer.
same like moral standard. I think
Not
that's
everyone.
very strange.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Some people have more, and you're more under a microscope. That's what it does. It
Yeah,
puts you
more,
under
but
a
it's still
microscope.
generally the same thing.
Dude. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, where's the
I don't think it's. I don't
privacy?
think it's.
Like,
Okay.
she should have the privacy
What
to
if-
just do that by herself.
if
If she
she
wants to
didn't-
be scammy, let her be scammy. She
No,
won it.
that's
She
that's
earned
not
it.
the point though. You can't say that when you put out a shit. When I put out a
Yeah.
YouTube video and say I'm hosting a giveaway.
yeah.
What the fuck? Like it doesn't make
No,
sense.
if you don't,
You
if she
said-
doesn't put
you
out a
said-
video,
It's like,
You said
never
that she
mind. I
gave
don't
the-
want to do the
You
giveaway
said
anymore.
that she gave the specifics.
I don't know.
The
I'm over it though.
specifics-
I'm over it. To be
Like, the
honest.
only people that should be upset, we should not be upset. The only people that
I'm
should be
not
upset
upset.
are her followers.
yeah,
are
I'm
the
not
first
upset.
9 people that
That's the-
commented.
exactly.
Okay,
That's the
do you know
only
the other
people-
scummy
No,
thing
the
is that-
11th person should
No.
be pissed.
Do you know the other scummy thing?
Sure.
Because
you know what-
he's sitting next to her going,
Yeah.
"I'm about to upload. Get
No,
ready."
no.
Yeah.
Do you know what the other scummy shit is? Other people have come out and like shown screenshots of this, from what I understand, that they were one of the first 10 people to comment, and their comment was deleted by the creator.
Ooh.
Bro.
That gets a little spicy. I guess a little spicy.
Spicy.
Like, dude.
And okay, on top of all this,
Said I guess.
to make this even more
Bro,
interesting,
do your
no,
taxes
wait.
one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's
no,
so
no,
much
no.
worse.
Dude. So for the first 10 comments, also for it to count, you had to say the code word she said in the video. So even if the video went
you
live,
had to watch
you have
it.
to watch the video, find the code word. So what the boyfriend did was he just went blah, blah, blah,
He's
and
sitting
then
next to her and
edited.
said, "Hey babe,
no,
what's the
and
code
then
word?"
no, and then edited in the right code.
Huh?
He typed
Once
in.
again,
You can edit your YouTube
circumstantial.
comment?
You didn't know that,
If
No, I
it
didn't
were
know
a
that.
court of law, that would be
Oh.
circumstantial.
bro? We're not fucking. I'm not taking her to jail
But then why are we doing this? Do you know what I mean? That's what makes me
because we have a
uncomfortable.
podcast and we're talking about a fucking podcast
It makes
topic.
I feel like it's too much.
That's why we're talking about it.
I feel like it's just way too much scrutiny.
I think it's all fair. I think
think it's fair.
like if Kieran the fat Indian dude, not close to broke, held a giveaway for fucking Indian
Bro,
food,
I agreed
and I
with
conned
you
you.
at the beginning. I'm just saying now I feel like it's different. I agree with you at the beginning. I feel like it's different. I feel like it's a big old distraction.
Have you
know what
guys
I mean?
been
It
using
feels
Twitter a
gross
lot,
to
like
me.
the last 2 weeks in
I
general?
am always on
Yes.
How do you guys feel like Twitter since Elon's
Twitter. Dude,
taken
I have
over?
gotten a lot of bot following, a lot of porn.
I haven't
Really?
gotten either of those
Yes.
things.
So now my requests are like suddenly out of nowhere, I'm getting this thing that's like, suggested for you, and it's like anime or like pizza, and both of them are just porn. Like neither
What?
are anime or pizza.
I don't
And
think
those
you're
things
allowed to
would
say that
never
word,
happened before.
or you get shadow banned. Like
I don't
it
know
won't
about that.
grow-
Porn.
Yeah, just say that.
Oh God, even that pisses me off. That's so
Yeah,
annoying.
YouTube is
YouTube.
awesome.
Oh my God,
It could get age gated and stuff.
that
you
is
know?
so frustrating, bro. Oh my God.
Okay, but like continue on.
This
I don't want to ruin
dude,
the
we
good
got to
thing.
do a content thing. We got to have a podcast specifically about content.
Wait,
we
I have
gotta
a great
figure this
idea.
out.
Should we make our own social media?
Dude, we got to figure out. No, I need to
For
get
our
this off my chest. We got to figure out
64
what this means. This is
You're getting
horrible.
spicy over there.
Yeah,
I like
it
it.
hurts, man.
Are you warm?
Yeah, I'm sweating right now, bro.
Yeah,
It's-
I can
that's
tell. You're getting
crazy.
I'm
spicy.
really happy about this one.
Yeah, but Twitter's it all changed as
But
soon
you guys-
as Elon took
It's
over.
the
guys
exact
look-
same for me. Like I haven't noticed. I got hey Twitter blue.
I
But
lost
did
like
you get like the corn.
You know what I don't get?
Like a lot of like I got
Nothing.
so
None of
much.
that.
You know, like everybody's like snap reactions. Like, okay, so
But
if
it's like what I
somebody,
follow,
somebody
too,
says a
so.
tweet and then somebody claps back at the tweet, and then somebody random claps back to the clap back of the tweet.
Ratio?
ratio.
No,
Logan King
no.
ratio.
It's always like it's always this like albino looking character getting slapped in the back of the head with like a Twitter blue emoji. So they're saying like, "Oh, you paid for Twitter blue."
No, this some fool.
Oh,
hit me
I
up
know what you
today.
mean.
I tagged you in it. This dude got me a yo. Fuck this guy. That's what he said. That's what
Let
he
me
hit me
see.
with.
Let me see.
This motherfucker played. Yeah, always like something like along.
It's
those
like yo.
lines.
It's like I guess paying for Twitter
You
blues. I
tagged
get
me in it?
some fool. I go. That's big talk from a Twitter fan. This dude like was lighting me up. He's
You
like
tagged me in it?
yeah.
You gotta.
You
be
know what
like,
you gotta say?
I said, do you want me to
You
pay for
just-
you, babe?
Yeah, that's really good. That was a good.
I said it's $8. Scrape it together, bud. Yeah, honestly, for me, Twitter it's like my favorite social media, and I'm on it all the time. And I haven't really noticed anything.
Twitter is by far the least that I use still.
It's the one that I use the most for sure.
Yeah, I
me
use
too.
still the worst social media for me.
I mean, what do you? So YouTube's not a social media. so-
Instagram feels like the most.
Instagram is my favorite, and I don't even like it that much.
It feels like the most.
Really? I hate Instagram.
non-threatening.
sucks.
It feels
Do
like
you
the
know
most,
why my
like,
Instagram rocks?
simple.
I follow like 50 people on Close to Broke.
Yeah.
So I really get to see people like shit that I only care about.
But you know, also
great.
every 4 fucking posts on Instagram is an ad.
Yeah,
and
that
even in the
sucks.
stories, every 2
Instagram's bad now.
stories of 2 people, it's
shout
an
out
ad.
to
It's
Mark
ridiculous.
Zuckerberg, dude. That's your boy right there.
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't
Facebook,
like
dude.
Instagram.
I'm
Meta.
only on Twitter for like work for like you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like that's the only
If-
reason I have a
If
Twitter. I never-
Instagram, if Instagram had a Twitter Blue option where you didn't see any ads,
Twitter
I
Blue
would,
still gives you ads
would-
though.
I don't
That's
know.
the
well, I haven't
problem.
bought. I didn't buy
I
Twitter
have
Blue,
Twitter.
so
I
I
have
don't know.
Twitter.
I have Twitter
But
Blue as
No,
well.
I have the hexagon.
Twitter
I don't have-
Twitter ads are far less.
I don't see many ads,
Exactly.
but I have blue, so.
They're not
I have
ads.
Blue as
They're
well. I
not
have a lot of
ads.
ads.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't
There's-
see anything that could be
I've
perceived
seen
as an ad.
promoted.
I've seen
They
more
are
ads. Yeah, no, I've seen those. But now it's saying based on your suggestions, here's what
No,
you
you
should look
change
at,
that. You
which
can
are
change that.
effectively ads.
But that's
I've been getting a
it's
lot
the
of that.
setting that you have, and you go
Yeah.
on your home screen. You go up to the little star, and you just do latest, and it switches to your most recent tweets instead of getting fed from an algorithm.
He's like,
Oh,
whoa.
Yeah, I jump back and forth between that.
Oh, I only do most recent. Yeah. So
Oh.
I put that picture up of us flexing in the mirror. Someone hit me up and goes, "Damn, Logan's looking big." Shout out to Logan getting in shape, looking strong.
Now where am I at?
Under this
On your home
sweater.
screen is the top
Oh,
right.
homes recommended to you.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's the problem.
Um,
yeah. Can we real quick, because I know it's like I'm a novice in it. You guys are more deep. The World Cup has been getting spicy, and I
Dude,
fucking love
oh my
it.
god, today was crazy.
Honestly, I
And
feel
the
really
US game's
comfortable with
tomorrow
him,
at
like
7?
in soccer, you know?
Yeah, it's great. I think
No, I
dude,
feel uncomfortable a little bit.
dude.
I don't like it. I like the
the
U.S.
world-
is doing well.
Shout out to Korea.
Yeah, shout out to Korea.
Shout out to
for
the
real.
motherland.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out
the
to El
world,
Salvador. It's
the
never
world-
qualified.
dude. Shout out to Ecuador. We should have. Dude, we got fucking absolutely robbed.
U.S. has not conceded
Ah,
a
they
goal.
lost like a game they
No.
should have lost.
Bro. No.
Hold on,
We
ask
lost to
me-
Senegal prior. We beat the Netherlands.
Ask me
They-
who the
they
best
took
player
a
on
goal
Korea
away
is.
for no deal. Who is it?
Best
Yeah, okay,
player
then
player.
Mexico should have gone in too. They got 2 goals taken
I'm
away.
gonna guess his last
Yeah,
name's
I completely
Kim.
agree with you.
No.
Is his last name Kim?
I don't know. I just support my Korean brothers. That's all that
His name
matters.
is Son.
You guys, the
Oh,
world,
is Son in
I don't
Korea?
know.
the
He
world.
plays for Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea.
Can you tell everybody that
Bears.
Ecuador goal was that was bullshit? Oh, you're a fucking dick.
So the U.S. is the
Important game,
only
dude.
team to
Ecuador's
not
getting
concede a
The
clapped.
goal.
World
Yeah.
Cup is undeniable. It's just the truth.
It's
the World
fun.
Cup is
It's fun.
It's
Yeah, it's
fun.
fun. It's fun.
Great. It's pure.
What I don't like is that if you bet on a team to win and they win and it goes to PKs, you don't get the dub.
Okay. See,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
we're
that's
not even
awful.
talking about the World Cup anymore. You know that, right?
Now we're talking
your
about
book.
sports
We're
gambling.
literally talking about your book. Whatever book you're using, that's what we're talking
You have to
about.
bet on a team to advance. All right,
I'm
go
sure
back to the
there
World Cup.
I'm sure there are
How do you
books
talk about sports when not talking about gambling?
The U.S.
Dude,
plays the
very
Netherlands
easily.
tomorrow.
I can't do that.
very easy.
What
guys
time is the
in the
game at?
kitchen.
What time is the game
Every
at?
time something happens, I'm
7
like,
a.m.
man, what was the line for
Sports
that?
is undeniable. Sports are undeniable.
8 hours from now.
We love watching sports because we love watching people do.
I love
super cool
tournament
shit.
format stuff.
Like,
That's not going away.
Yeah.
If gambling weren't there, that would still.
if
be a
I
thing.
saw a random person, this happened yesterday, score a touchdown, I'll be like, damn, I wonder what the odds were on that.
Wow, that's
my thoughts too. I wouldn't
you know
watch
what that
sports if I
is?
couldn't gamble,
you guys. You know what I'm about to say, right?
bro.
What?
We have
You know,
gambling problems.
remember when I used to be a smoker and you guys would tell me to quit smoking? Remember-
It's so bad.
That's exactly.
If
what
some
I'm about to say.
random person in the
You guys are
NBA
addicts.
gets a triple double, I'm like, where was I?
You guys are addicts.
What were the
Yeah,
odds?
what are the odds on that?
Where am I?
I never
Literally-
think like that. Like
I never think like that.
It's
you guys
a
are
problem.
addicts. It's a problem.
If someone wins a
Yeah.
fight a specific way, and I was like, oh, that's what I thought that was going to happen, I'm like, you could have made money on that.
Why didn't I make a TikTok
Stupid.
about it?
Stupid.
We want props. We want props.
Dude, TikTok's my favorite, bro.
So-
And
By
then
the
he
time
throws.
this, by the
don't
time this
pass
goes
over the
live,
World Cup yet.
there's
Don't pass
probably
over the
already
World Cup
gonna be like there's already gonna be like
So
I don't know
my-
semifinals or something.
My
Yeah,
Christian
yeah,
Pulisic shares are up 100% from where I got in, and
Sell.
tomorrow he's going to score a goal against
Sell.
the Netherlands.
If
and we're
they
going to
get
take
bounced-
down that fake fucking country and dominate them
We
in
were
the World
just
Cup.
in the Netherlands.
Okay, wait.
We
Are you
literally
gonna-
were just in the
Are
Netherlands.
you gonna bet on the game?
Of course.
Well, then sell the stock.
We were in Amsterdam. We just went to the
It's
Netherlands.
one or the
Don't
other.
disrespect them like
It's
that.
one or the other. Like, why bet on the game? Just keep the stock.
So I bet on them every time.
Honestly, Netherlands look kind of soft in the group.
Yeah.
play.
They're
It's
the
a-
easiest
dude.
matchup for us.
Yeah, 100%.
Easiest matchup. Well, all the dudes
What's
in
the
kitchen,
line?
Well, Korea.
Our money line's plus 380 to win in regulation. If you bet on them to advance, it's
I
plus
don't like
185.
that shit.
185
I'm totally
to win
fine
the
with
game.
that.
185 to win the game is and move on in penalty kicks or whatever. So the app's prediction.
Well, I am
strike.
American.
My Christian Pulisic, I got it at $3. It's at $7.89.
American.
Wow, look at this guy, huh?
I bought $500 worth. I'm up $500.
That's nice.
Don't say the name of the
I
app.
hate that.
We don't get
You
free
know, I do
clout.
hate
Don't do that,
sound.
please. Yeah, it's awful.
I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm.
He
hyped
does
on
that all
World
the
Cup.
time. That noise is like
Ingrained.
it
Are
gives
you-
me.
are we
it
waking
gives
up for
me
the game?
ick, bro.
What time is the game at? You said
7 a.m.
7, dude.
7 a.m., bro.
We
Fuck
gotta be
no.
patriotic.
I'm gonna wake
bro.
up and watch the highlights that are 5 minutes long on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up in my red, white, and blue fucking American flag sweats.
Why would I
hop up-
watch? It's gonna be 0-0.
We need people like you. You're good. You're good for the game. You're
I'm good for the game. I've been told I'm good for the game
You're
in
good for
any
the game.
kind of format. It's like poker. It's fun. You just show up and gamble. Like people that sit down and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit here and play."
People that
eight-
take poker so
Bro,
serious.
dude, talking about making poker fun, bro.
Charts and GTO. What
Good
the
for
fuck
game.
is
Do you have a
that?
good for the game
The-
shirt yet?
Bro,
That's such
the
a good brand.
private,
Good
the
for the
private
game brand.
games that we've been running at the bike.
Sick.
Smashing. That's
Yeah,
great.
And you
Easy,
sent me.
yeah, I
are
saw
you, did
that.
you record it? Is it coming out on
yeah,
CTV?
yeah.
Of course.
He's
If
like,
you're
it's already
playing
out.
poker, there's content. There's
Yeah.
no reason to
That
play
hand is
poker
gonna
if you're
be
not
such a
making
good
content.
hand. That
Dude,
whole game was gonna be sick.
The content push makes me so uncomfortable.
What?
It just makes me
Oh,
uncomfortable.
like the 13K bomb.
I feel like all
Yeah,
we do
it's
is talk
crazy.
about how to monetize ourselves.
Yeah, baby. That's what we do. We're hustlers.
No, dude, I don't like it.
Yeah, but the thing
I
is,
don't like it,
you
dude.
talk about monetize. You haven't done it yet.
No, I
Yeah,
get
dude.
it.
You haven't even
But
done
Do you
it,
guys-
bro.
It makes me uncomfortable.
It stems.
Why?
What are you
Because
talking about?
For me, it stems.
You think
you
it-
monetize.
Just basically, obviously, like right now, we're not monetizing this. No
Like,
one's
he
paying
just-
us
he just
anything for
bought
this.
Stock of a guy.
Yeah, of course, but
I
that's
bought a
like
rookie card
every,
too. I bought a rookie card.
That's
It's gonna
like
be here soon.
every young man's thought is like making money doing
I mean, do you not
something
have
they
like
like.
just a cloud of pressure to be successful over your head. Like that just is,
and it makes me really uncomfortable.
of course, but like, you got to use that uncomfortability to like just progress and just find the next opportunity.
I don't know if that's the truth. I don't know if that's the truth. I get that is an option, and an option that obviously
It's just my option is
I
just
think
like
about a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or the other, the,
Dude, it kills me.
sure, of course, it's a massive pressure, but
Fucking kills me every day, all day.
100%.
Kills me.
Pressure makes diamonds,
It
baby.
kills me really bad too, man.
No, dude.
Pressure makes diamonds.
No, dude. It's that's
Pressure
not a
makes
life worth
diamonds.
living. You know what I texted Lily today?
Love you, babe. I'll be home in 15 minutes.
I
Have
was
dinner
like-
ready.
I was like,
That'd be
I
nice.
kind of feel like we should like move to another
That's what I
country
texted
and
you.
like be dumb and happy and
Dude,
I think about that all the
so
time.
and
Yeah.
poor. And
Yeah.
poor.
No.
No, I don't know about that.
Mine's like make a bunch of money, then go do that.
Exactly.
That's
I'm
my-
like,
that's mine too.
sometimes.
But that's not. It's.
Mine has always been like, I told my dad, I'm like, dude, let's sell the businesses, move to India, we'll live like kings, and we'll find a small shop and just like
Yeah,
get
that's
life
what I
happiness
mean by
out of that.
poor. I mean like you work.
Do you want to go be poor in India, dude? I'll help you out. It'll be really easy.
No, I don't want to go.
Yeah,
to India.
just
I
get
don't
a
have any-
one-way
I don't have
flight
any
with
personal-
nothing.
I don't have any personal tie to India.
What
you know
country
I
would you go to?
I don't know.
I already have a goal, and you know what my goal is.
It's like $3 million.
$3 million.
3.3, I believe.
Yeah,
is the
now with
exact
inflation,
number. Yeah.
I need $3.3 million, and
Live
then
off
I'm
the
good.
G's.
Bro, that's 3 weeks in a row with the Millie Maker. Let's
That's
do it. Let's
Very doable.
talk to
There
me.
we go. Talk to me.
It makes me really sad, guys.
I like
I-
it.
I've never been more sad than the past 2 weeks.
I suffer
What?
a
For what
lot,
reason? You were
and
also
I've-
sick, so that messes with your dopamine and serotonin. But
I sit
Why
down,
are
like,
you sad?
Because of what we're talking about.
I sit down
but I
and
think
talk
it's
to my dad
would you-
about this.
The
recently.
alternative.
I like that you can talk to your dad. I don't have anybody to talk to about it.
Well, it bottled up really bad, and like I.
What do you mean? You have us. You could talk to us
You
about
guys are-
anything.
Wait, let me discuss this with him real quick.
the alternative is to not talk about it and be
If I
like.
talk to you guys about it, you're gonna tell me to go bet on it. Your go bets. They go.
No,
You know
no.
what I mean?
So this is what happened. This was about I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like all of this was like really starting to like, like
bubble to the surface.
yeah. And I like sat down with my dad and I just broke down, started crying.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, like sometimes I was being honest. I don't want to get all weird and like shit, on the podcast. But I was like,
Oh, weird.
I was getting,
Being honest.
I was like, dude, sometimes I'm like, this is not a life that I want to live anymore. Like, why do people want to live? Like, I wouldn't want to live in this. Like, it's not
100%.
fun. It's not exciting. I don't look forward to my day anymore. I look forward to like, dude, when will this finally end?
Same.
And the scary thing is that for the most part, it's either like, yeah, you do that. You just go live a very simple life on the fucking farm with some
Yeah.
sheep or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like you get so rich where it just doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
And even when you get super rich, somebody could just fucking sue you and take all of it.
Anything in between is fucked.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like, and that's why
You know what's
hate
you know
my
what
day to day.
you know what
hate it.
you know what you don't realize, and it's like a lot of people don't. We live in California, so both of those sides are so exaggerated, and the
Yeah.
middle class is being swept away so rapidly
in California, especially, yeah.
because of California with inflation, minimum wage going up, all that nonsense,
Yeah.
whatever. So, what we're experiencing is like so foreign to even a state like whatever Alabama or fucking.
Those fucking inbreds.
Whoa.
Oh my god!
Dude,
our
what's
whole
wrong with you,
video
bro?
just went down the fucking drain.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Anyways, so or like Texas, where like
Cousin fuckers.
like there's just a solid like middle class, and like getting to an experience of life where you can still buy a house for like $230K, like that's foreign to us. We don't get
Yeah.
to experience that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like they're
Also-
getting a $230K
Bro,
house and they can
The
make
house my
70,000.
sister just got in Nashville is ridiculous compared, like the price for what you couldn't even get like an
A
apartment in
house.
California here.
Yeah.
And she got a house, like an actual, like a fucking house.
I spent $500,000 on a
He
house.
said
in
like an
Vegas.
actual house.
And for what you got, you can't even get an apartment in California.
And
for
your
that
house is nice in Vegas.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's in a
That's pretty
beautiful
nice.
neyborhood.
Yeah.
Like
It's
Your house is
gated.
sick.
yeah.
Your house is
That
sick.
over
Except
here's
you
like
have an
1 point-
HOA,
how
which
mu-
is the
what
next
is-
level.
what does that house cost?
Yeah, maybe 2.
Yeah.
What does that house cost in California?
Because it's
Maybe
in a
two.
gated
Yeah,
community.
$2 million, $3 million.
It's no, dude. It is.
Maybe.
I agree.
you-
Yeah.
you-
Gated
what you're
community,
not- what
pool,
you're
2
not
stories,
seeing-
huge
what you're not-
garage.
What you're not seeing is the
Yeah, in like
the city.
I was about to say
Summerlin-
that. The proximity
Summerlin-
is great.
Summerlin, that city is
Yeah.
compared to like South Pass.
Altadena. But also,
Yeah.
It's small.
its proximity to everything that you would be doing in Las Vegas is also really close.
as a resident,
So,
as
like-
a resident.
Yeah,
Okay,
it would be like
but I
living
feel
this
like-
close to Los Angeles, which is super fucking expensive.
if we were comparing, like I feel like your house is like by In-N-Out in Alhambra if you're comparing it to Summerlin.
Yeah,
to,
you're way
Summerlin
off.
to
You're way off.
South
I think
Pass.
that's just what Vegas.
No,
feels like.
because if you go to the Summerlin, I mean, that shopping center right there, it's really nice, and it takes like
From his house?
more than 5 minutes to get there from your house.
It
Dude,
takes like
it's-
30
it's-
seconds.
it's
No,
so- it's-
not that shopping center. It's really nice. I don't know what it's
Yeah,
called.
the one where you guys came to meet me when
It's
I was like
downtown,
buying stuff.
It's downtown
Yeah, what-
Summerlin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Downtown
It's like
Summerlin is
yeah.
literally like 3 minutes
But
from
that's
my house.
like driving to Old Town from my house.
Yeah.
Back to like the emotion
And South,
side of
you know
it.
what I mean?
Do you not think that it's a better mindset to have and to be aware of it all, and then the opposite of
I am-
someone who's not aware of it
But
and just kind of goes about
it's
their
not-
life?
it's
And
not
just
No, you're
based
not
on
hearing him.
awareness.
He's
I'm
talking
aware
about.
of it.
He's
What I'm
talking
saying
about
is that's
he doesn't
better,
have somebody
though.
to talk to about it.
I'm aware of it. I don't have somebody to talk to about it. I'm also losing the drive to fulfill it.
But the at least there's a drive and you're aware of the drive.
No,
not being
I don't
fulfilled.
want the drive. I'm shunning the drive.
So you just
is what
want
I'm trying to tell you.
like blissful ignorance.
No, I don't want the ignorance. I can live with the awareness of what's going on. I crave more of the awareness. I'm good with that. That's separate. What I don't want to do is play ball. Do you know what I
What?
mean?
I don't.
No.
Can you explain?
I don't want to. What did we say? We said there's only two modes of living that feel like they're fine, which is you get
I don't think that's.
you get
I don't think that's
stupid
true,
rich.
though.
But look, just for the sake of conversation, you get stupid rich where it doesn't matter, or you live a very simple life where it doesn't matter.
But it's like those aren't the only two options, though.
You're
It's
right.
Of course not.
There's 1%, less than 1%. Everything else in the middle is a fucking grind, man. And it's a real grind because you're always trying to get a leg up. And
Yeah.
that
I think-
I can't stand anymore.
But filling your day with things that you like to do.
I
is
don't fill my days with things that I like to do.
But why, you can though.
Yeah, what?
I
Why?
don't. I feel like most of the time I spend
You work
is
out?
stressing out about it's all just management. It's all just managing the stress. Most
The
of the
other
time I'm
thing
I
just
mean,
stressed
do you
out.
not like you enjoy the
about-
gym?
I
Do you
feel like I
realize-
have to do. I feel like I have to do something. I feel like I have to have a purpose. I feel like I can't keep working my job. I feel like I can't enjoy anything because I have to be constantly thinking about when I'm gonna get a leg up, and that fucking kills me.
Do you
And
realize
Being
that?
gotta-
friends with you guys also, you guys are very successful people. Do you know what I mean? So like I feel like you compare. I'm proud. I'm so proud to be your guys' friend. I'm so happy to be your guys' friend. But it's you compare yourself to the people that you're around. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I feel like I'm not doing anything. You know what I mean? I'm
You
not-
consider
but
me to
like,
be successful,
for-
have the same problem. So I mean, there you go.
of course, that's what
For me-
exactly
for me,
what I'm
it's
saying.
like-
Everyone does.
Sure,
A lot of
there's
that is because we live in this state, though, dude. I promise
Aspects
you.
of-
I hope so.
aspects of work for sure, but like going to the gym, I enjoy that. I go to the gym every single day. It's one of my favorite things.
I have to. Yeah.
I
don't
it's
fucking-
I know,
super.
you
I
have to
super
go to the
like
gym.
one of my favorite things. Like I know it's like sports betting is like a joke, but watching sports and like theorizing and like
Sure.
thinking about sports and like the future context, like what's going to happen is like one of my favorite things, and it just fills so much of my time
Yeah.
that it's like it's hard to even
It's a
like,
passion.
it's a passion. So filling my day with that kind of stuff where and sports is so nice because it's every single day there's something new going on. So it's an easy passion that keeps you going every single day. So it's like
Yeah.
there's no time to be like, oh, I don't have something to do because there's always a new game,
Yeah,
a
I
new
feel
fight.
like I don't have that.
Do you realize?
What are you like? But do you have a thing that you're super passionate about, or can you dive
I
in?
don't
Like,
even know
NFTs,
anymore.
dude.
I don't know
Ringas.
anymore.
yeah, like what are you? Like,
Animatus?
I don't know anymore.
yeah, like for me, like
No idea anymore.
Do you realize that you have like kind of like I'm not saying that your work isn't hard, but you have a pretty soft work week for most of America.
Super soft.
You work like
I work
25, 28
4
hours
days
a week. You work 24 to
Bartending.
28
maybe
hours
do you
a
need
week.
more work,
No.
but in a field in which you hyper enjoy?
Yeah.
or maybe you need to find a hobby.
Yeah.
Hobbies
Like,
are super valuable.
I've
yeah.
been
I mean, I
Your
have
quality of
hobbies.
life goes up
Hobbies.
like
No, but I mean like an outdoor
hobby,
hobby.
like-
imagine
like going to
you
the
added
beach or
I don't
fucking.
think you need an outdoor hobby. I mean,
Imagine
something
you
that you're-
added
something
1
that you're
hour of
super
soccer a
passionate
week.
about.
just imagine you add 1 hour of soccer a week
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, that would be
that-
great.
Like I'm telling you, bro, adding fucking bowling to my weekly thing. It gives me like, cause then it comes Sunday and I'm like, you know what, I bowled like shit last week. I'm now thinking like,
excited about it,
how am I
yeah.
gonna get better this
That's
week?
fair.
For
Or like my meetup game or my private game, like, dude,
Yeah.
poker sucks, but it doesn't suck that night.
if you're
Yeah.
looking for like I don't know if this is exactly what's happening with you, but I'm saying if you're someone who's looking for something that's a difficult, like, I don't want to say difficult, but a process that's not going to be solved the first time you do it, and it's going to be something you can really deep dive into. Long-term
Really
challenge.
good at.
I'm saying if you joined a martial art of some kind, like if you went and started
Ooh,
jujitsu,
that
Sure.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
it's a physical activity. There's a bonding, there's a sense of community, and it's a thing that you're going to be able to deep dive into for years,
Yeah.
And it's useful.
and it's useful, and it's a great stress reliever, and it's something that you can do every day, and you're going to be able to go so deep dive into because you're going to be so fucking bad, and there's so much room to grow in it, and it's easy for
I'd
someone
be so afraid that it's cope. Like a little part of me is just like you're just
There's
like
so-
you're just coping. Like you know what I
of
mean?
coping with what?
Doing all these things like we're just coping. You know?
No,
what
that's
I mean?
it's just you're doing. That's I mean that's what you want in life is to do
Yeah,
things you
yes.
enjoy and spend time you enjoy, spend your time doing things you enjoy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and do
that's
things that
fair.
make you feel good.
That's fair.
You know, like, and doing those kind of things and trying things until you realize what you like to do and filling your day with that is how you go about life, you know?
Yeah.
If you have a relatively open schedule, fuck, let me go try jiu-jitsu. Let me go try this. Let me go try this. And if it's like, if the hustle and bustle of grinding super fucking hard towards like an endless goal is not the goal, don't do it. Do something else, you know?
Yeah, totally.
It's like, it's just making that switch in your brain. Be like, let me try a bunch of new things. Let me go try fucking rock climbing. Let me go outside and fucking.
That's true. I don't try enough stuff.
Yeah,
That's very
trying
fair.
things is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I mean, it's
important.
kind of.
I'll talk myself out of it before I try it.
Yeah, trying new things is so fucking important.
Yeah.
It's for your brain to be able to pick up and understand new tasks and to analyze situations. Like
Time goes by physically slower too.
do you ever do you guys read books?
I do.
I don't.
I think that the process of reading a book, but what
it's
kind of
very
books? What kind of
inspiring.
books? Yeah.
I have a pretty big library at home, and I just pull something off.
Like the mental aspect of it, like there's just something about it, reading a book that it's like, I don't know, you just feel good inside. Like
when I need to be, when I feel like this, and I need to be inspired, I generally the first thing I go to is either watching movies. I start watching a lot of movies, or I'll pull a book.
movies are good, books are good. You know what's one that's been cleaning, like just a general, like a quick clean gives
That's
you like
fair.
a sense of like
Dude,
momentum.
You
and
are
like,
talking to Lily Coleman. She needs it. She needs it. She physically needs it.
cleaning a little bit just gets like this momentum in your body. And you're like, oh shit. Like there's the
Totally.
book that's called Make Your Fucking Bed is the book of the cover. And it's like,
Yeah.
you start your day with that little win and it just sets up your whole day for this. Like, I'm going to keep just kind of building on this momentum. I'm in my bed. I got up early. I'm going to go drink some water. I'm going to go hit the gym. It just starts your day. I'm doing things.
A lot of it's getting good at the little things, like making sure
Making yourself do the little things,
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
like it's not a negotiation of
That's why I like to cook.
a great
That's a-
thing.
that's
a
a big one.
great
Cooking's
example.
great.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah,
like
dude,
to
you
cook.
get down in the fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fucking
love
I
it.
enjoy it a lot.
Do
I
you
enjoy
You know-
it. I enjoy it a lot.
And
Women
for-
say like that's the sluttiest thing you could do is know how
I'm
to
a slutty
cook.
guy, dude. What can
You're
I
a
say?
fucking
Dude?
hoe.
I'm a hoe, dude. What can I say?
Fucking hoe ass.
Dude, I got 3.5 pounds of pork belly for $11.
for your, I don't know, maybe I imagine for your brain having all the different, like the saute pans and everything going at once is like a good,
It's
like,
erotic, yeah.
yeah, there's so much going on that it's like, it's probably just fucking
nice, yeah,
massaging
it's
your
really nice,
brain, you know,
totally.
like that's how I imagine. If there's so much going
Yeah.
on, it like puts you in
I
like, a
just
good
get
place.
hyper fixated on shit
it,
that
bro.
I can't control, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah,
everybody does.
Yeah, of
I
course,
think
everybody
everybody
does.
gets.
Of course, yeah, putting yourself out of control is, you know,
Well, I
terrifying,
think
but that's what
everybody-
mushroom-
the
I've
problem-
worked the same job for like fucking 7 years.
Dude, the problem
That's-
is
my entire life. I've had one job in my life.
How do you
horrible.
think you're gonna?
Same.
I'm like not this. How do you think you're gonna feel when you're older? You know what I'm saying?
100%. That's all I worry
Exactly.
about. That's why I sit around
So-
and worry about
no. The
that.
problem,
But at least you're aware of it rather than waking up one day and being like,
100%.
oh,
And
I'm
you
40
could
and
do
I'm
I
done.
something
think,
about
but
it.
it's also
Being aware of it and making the change yourself is like,
It's big.
I think a problem is like saying like, oh, it's out of my control. It's like, but
Nothing's out of your
no,
control.
we think that it is in our control. But the problem is like, how do we take over? It's like, what is the answer?
you just got to
So
hit
like,
the
like the
system
example,
overdrive.
like the example I'm thinking in my head is like, oh, like okay, simple. We don't have enough money. How do we get more money? I work this job. I make X, but I need to make Y. Fuck. How do I control my life enough to get Y? And the problem is like you're stumped on that forever. You know.
That's where you need to.
That's how-
You
yeah.
need to look into someone who knows more than you, and there's tons of mentor. Like you can find a YouTube video for fucking
A
anything.
lot of it's just
go watch a
doing-
fucking TED talk.
a lot
bro.
of it's
Dude, a lot of
It's
it,
not
it
about-
feels
a lot
so
of it's just
bullshit, bro.
doing it.
That shit is so
and starting
So much of it's
and
just
it's more
doing it.
daunting to do a huge lifestyle
100%.
change if you're not
Believe,
doing these
achieve.
little change and these little actions throughout your life in your day where you're doing little wins.
Yeah.
It's harder to. I'm gonna hit this fucking big gear shift.
It just
when I'm just
felt-
going from drive to first gear, second gear. I'm making my bed. I'm doing laundry. I'm doing this. I'm
Yeah.
fucking whatever. But if you're going, I got to go from fucking first to sixth
That's
gear.
how I
and
feel.
switch my whole
Yeah,
life.
That's how I feel.
What a great
Yeah.
analogy by me, bro.
Yeah, it's a
You know
good
what?
analogy.
Where's my camera?
You'll fuck your transmission if you go from first to sixth.
And you got to
Yeah.
just get your gear. You got to loosen up those gears, baby.
100%.
Get loosen up. Let's go.
I like
first to
this
second.
analogy a lot. This is a very successful analogy.
baby.
I like this.
You know
dude. I
what?
like
Where's
this.
my
This-
self-help book?
I like this.
You
My
guys-
cell phone-
that was so
Good.
funny. Touch toes. You didn't even get that on
Yeah.
camera.
My
bro.
self-help book
We all
title
should
is
do
going to be called "Just Fucking Change Your Life."
Nice, dude.
There we
You
go.
sound like Shia LaBeouf right now, dude.
Just do
Big
it.
Shia LaBeouf.
Do it.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
think
Honestly,
everybody
Shia
gets
LaBeouf-
lost or just stuck in a
no,
routine,
right. Yeah, no,
obviously.
routine,
But
yeah,
if you think
100%.
about it, sometimes like, oh man, I get to get up and do this. Like
It's a
some
good
people don't
mentality.
get to do that
Well, you
because
also
they
need
don't
the-
have the ability.
You need the
know what I'm
rut for the
I
perspective
mean,
too.
think about it. Like,
Yeah, of
sure,
course.
We're in California, and it's like there's things like that, but there's people in the third world countries that would be like, "Oh, you guys have internet and power and water, and you're complaining." You know, like they're
Or like you actually, they don't have jobs. I mean, I'm obviously like it's
They don't have a-
it's easy to
they don't have
compare
a-
yourself.
Very impossible to put that into perspective.
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to say is like they
That's why when people
Don't
try
have
to
the
give you that
option.
example where it's like, and I get where you guys are coming from, but
It's
it's
like that woman sent me this food.
that's not my life, and it's hard to manage. Like, you know what I mean?
100%.
So
Yeah.
it is hard.
Yeah.
Like, I can hear what you're
Everything's
saying,
hard.
but I don't feel what
Of
you're
course,
saying.
of
You know
course.
what I
It's
mean?
hard to put in perspective 100%, but it's like there is that out there where it's like they don't even
Yeah,
have the
but
option
the
where
problem
we're
with-
smart enough
No.
and we're able enough to have options to be able to change our life. You know?
I
We're
think
doing
it might
Problem.
we're
No, the
doing
problem is that they
We're
were
doing a lot
born.
fucking better than a lot of
They
people.
were
you
born
know?
with like that plate and cutlery and like and that bread to cook, and we were born in this. So it's really hard to like. I have to compare myself
Yeah.
to like average Joe in
It's
California,
apples to oranges. Yeah.
average
Yeah.
Joe in the United
I-
States.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You get what I'm saying?
for me, it's it's hard for me ever to complain about anything just because
Your life's
I
so
hate
good,
the
dude.
feeling of losing time. That's mostly what it is.
100%, yeah.
And it's a problem everybody fucking
and
has. You know
it's
what I
gonna
mean?
sound
Of
weird
course.
just because I know how it's gonna sound, but psychedelics and mushrooms really helped with that initial feeling. But he's just unaware of it, so it is like it's hard for him to quantify how it makes you feel when you take it. But when you take mushrooms, the like overwhelming feeling of like intuitiveness and relief is so
Is it
widespread.
different than acid?
Yeah,
Yes,
way different.
Way different.
Interesting.
It's not even
I associate them as the same.
super
Well,
super
one of them's
different.
made in a lab, right?
I've
So
never
how
taken
could it be the
shrooms.
same?
I mean,
only
you can
taken
make both.
acid.
You can make mushrooms in a lab too, but
But even Logan, who has taken shroom and acid, does not
I've
like
never done
mushrooms.
acid.
Oh,
I did
never
not say I
mind.
don't like mushrooms.
You said it's.
I
such
had a bad trip on mushrooms once.
I've
I've had a
said-
bad trip on acid. That's
But then
just
you
weird.
talk
I
about
literally,
Van
I
Gogh
want
one.
to do mushrooms really soon. Like
Yeah.
I've been talking about
I know.
it.
I'm down to do mushrooms anytime. It's just
Let's do them on Sunday in ice bath.
let's do it. But I'm saying like it's. I know it sounds so goofy, but like the effects that psychedelics
that
have
call, by the way.
on your brain,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it for me especially
I would
'cause
microdose.
microdosing.
I wouldn't.
But
take
I also
full
took a heavy
dose.
dose when I was relatively young, and that really I was like, whoa, this is a crazy.
And it
So
feeling.
I
ruined your
took a
life.
heavy dose of acid when I was very
Now
young.
you're a
I
Joe
think
Rogan
that's-
fan.
It's
And
different.
it fucked
though,
my
yeah.
whole shit up.
Yeah,
For a long time, it fucked my whole shit
I
up.
weigh
Acid?
an acid trip,
Yes,
like a
the
heavy
bad
acid
trip.
trip.
The good
is-
trip was great.
I just weigh an acid, like a heavy acid trip, is much
Oh
more
my god.
impactful on like a chemical level.
I've
than
never
a-
been so scared in my life.
I believe
Honestly,
you,
like
yeah.
the past year, 2022, I would have, these weeks
Don't
or
know.
days where I would have like, really bad thoughts or just like intrusive thoughts or just like,
Yeah, I get that. a
and
lot.
then
Of course, yeah.
I just like, did mushrooms, happened to do mushrooms at the time that, were happening. And then I felt, a lot better the next day
Does it-
about myself. It's just
Did
really
it help
confusing.
you like realize like you control the thoughts? You can just take.
Yeah,
the thought and
exactly.
you have a bad thought coming in, you pluck it out. Just fucking let it go.
I've been
Just-
practicing. I've been practicing.
and that's
Practicing that
it's
a lot.
practicing it.
And
it's,
then-
it's a muscle. Your mind's a muscle.
I've
you
been
know?
obviously doing it not with shrooms, but I've been
Of course.
practicing.
Yeah,
it.
I'm
and
not, I wasn't
I
even
do it
talking
when
about mushrooms. I was talking about
I
just
do
like
it when I smoke weed because it's easier when you smoke because you get a lot.
you get so many thoughts.
Well, yeah, you get so you dissociate a bit from the rest of
Yeah.
what's going on. You know what I mean?
of course.
For me, I
100%.
hyper focus.
Yeah.
So then I practice, just like being present, shit like that, and all that works out pretty nicely. You know what I mean? I like
The
that a lot.
second time I took mushrooms, I sat in front of a mirror
Told me this freaked
for
me
like
out.
4 fucking hours, bro.
Yeah.
The lights were
freaks
out.
me
I just
out.
sat in front of a mirror. I was home. I was just like, all right, here we go.
Yeah,
That was a experience.
yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah, that was a deep one.
Dude, when I had my bad trip, I was at Coachella and I took acid and I took Molly to kickstart the acid and
At a music festival. little
I didn't
hippie flip.
understand that acid shouldn't be taken around a lot of people. And like,
That's not
dude,
true. You take acid around a lot of people. At a music festival, it's a great time.
it was so chaotic. All I got from everybody was like fucking just chaos. And I
that
just
makes sense.
I
for
had
sure.
to lay
I
in the
can see
grass
that.
and stare into the grass.
Yeah, I
It fucked
see
my
that
whole shit
happening.
up.
Yeah, acid and
Yeah.
just the biggest thing with psychedelics is setting and mindset.
Yeah, totally. Dude, the first time Joshua Tree with just my close friends.
Perfect.
It was
The
elite.
nuts.
It was
Yeah,
so
that's great.
You
nice.
should go camping.
I stood
bro.
on a rock.
I would love to
in
go
the
camping.
sun. It was
Me and Aiden
amazing,
used to go
bro.
camping a lot.
Go
I
to
would be down to
Joshua
go.
Tree.
I'd be down to go
We get
camping.
A little tent and some fire. We go roast
We
marshmallows.
should do a little.
We go
should do-
hunt?
Let's do a little winter cabin.
Love that
vibe.
call. Big Bear.
Yeah, I've been wanting
rent
to
Big
do
Bear
that a
in the
lot.
s- in
Yeah.
the snow.
I'm really out on any tent experiences.
Me
I'm
too.
fat.
We can get
My
a-
fat, my
we can
lower
get a
back.
cabin or an Airbnb.
Yeah.
I don't
cool
need
with
to
that.
sleep outside.
We
That's
can
just
glam.
that's what it is.
We can
I can
glam.
enjoy 16 hours outside,
Hey.
and then for the last
Go to-
8 hours of my day, I can
go to a
go sit
hotel.
in a bed and feel
My
great.
guy's
about
got a
myself.
I
rose gold
completely agree with
and
you.
Rose gold I8. We're not sleeping outside. We go camping. We go.
We're gonna go to the Hilton.
Well,
We're
let's
going
just
to the Hilton.
let's go
Can
get
we
a
plan this
cabin.
right
That
now
sounds
on
a
the
cabin is
podcast?
sick.
Yeah, cabin on the pod.
There's a
Cabin
Whole
pod.
We'll bring
Podcast
we'll
on the
bring
cabin.
this. We'll bring the setup to the thing.
That's a great call.
there's Airbnbs in Joshua Tree that are like obviously, you know,
Yeah.
they have a range of them, but there's one that's like an overflowing pool with an infinity pool in Joshua Tree with the oversight of like the entire valley.
See, that doesn't sound like camping at all.
You're
That just
outside in
sounds.
Joshua Tree.
Nah.
I don't like.
If you have a
I'm not
house,
big
you're not
desert guy,
camping.
by the way.
Yo,
in
you
the
know what?
desert.
I'm not desert guy because
anything. I'm nature
because there's
guy.
for sure like
Because you're
killers
like,
out
I had
there.
a bad experience in the
And I didn't
desert.
even have drugs involved. But I really want to go to the forest.
Yeah,
Like I want
I
to be
like
around
that too.
Go to Big
greenery.
Bear.
And lakes. I'm a big.
Yeah,
I
Big
like
Bear Lake.
lakes.
Let's literally
Yeah.
go to
Lakes
Big
are
Bear.
frozen.
You know what? By
I
the
like
way,
degrees.
by the
I
way,
like
to
lakes.
combat all of this depression that I've been feeling, what I've decided recently, interesting that we're talking about it, is that I wanted to start traveling a lot more. Like
You're
not
gonna-
just
Yeah.
a little
You're
bit more.
preg-
Like
you're
a
pregnant?
lot.
Traveling is
A lot
super,
more.
super great. Yeah.
Yeah, like traveling a lot.
In the States or flying?
Because that anywhere. That's the thing that's been. I feel really
Do
stagnant.
you have a pass? You don't have a passport.
You know what's
I-
kinda-
yeah, I just gotta
You know
get
what's
updated.
kind of crazy, dude?
Wow.
When I travel,
Let's go to
or
Mexico.
when I did travel, and it was like
Ah,
hectic
fuck Mexico,
travel.
That's easy.
Fucking
Let's
down.
go somewhere
The
else.
the end of the day of traveling was more depressing than like being.
Of
at
course,
home.
the
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Really?
the traveling back.
You get
For
home, of
me,
course, you come home.
traveling, I always
When-
feel like I can go to sleep at night, and now I feel like I
No.
can never sleep.
When you hit that,
I sleep
so
like shit
when
too, yeah.
when the rush of the day like closes and you sit by yourself in your own thoughts, like that rush of like, oh, this is gonna end. Oh fuck, like it's all over. Like, God, I don't want. I have to go back to my job.
Yeah.
I have to go back to Christian calling me about shit that I don't want.
I just
you know
do
what I mean?
not have these kind of thoughts. It's
All
like
the
it's
time.
hard for me to relate. I don't know, like that kind of thing is just not in my brain at all. It's like that's just how it
You're
is,
saying
you know?
that traveling's bad because
No, traveling is amazing, but like I struggled with that when I traveled.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
like
having
the
to
trips
come back
coming to an end, I
yeah.
go back to normal life. It's like, yeah, dog. Like
That's the beauty of it. But the
Yeah.
same way, like you're excited about your next week of bowling,
Yeah.
it would be like, oh, I can't wait to go to the next place.
that's the thing. I'm looking forward to this fight card on Saturday. I'm looking forward to the next one. It's
I
like
do wanna
having
play-
things-
I do wanna
having
play
things
soccer
to look
more, though.
forward
I've
to
been looking.
is so good.
I've been
bro.
looking forward for 3 years to go on the 9 countries in 75 days, dude. Trust me, I know.
But it's too big.
I mean, you
Massive.
took.
Do you know? It's a massive.
There's not that many times as a like. The position you're in to take 75 days off to travel 9 countries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think any like my business is at a point where I feel comfortable doing that. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying, you could have done that when you did the whole India thing for 3 months.
Yeah.
So
I lost
mean,
money.
I'm pretty-
I lost money on you coming back. You staying for how long you
I
stayed?
stayed as long as I was.
yeah, it
literally
was
possible.
COVID though.
Yeah.
But what I'm
I
saying
came
is
back
like,
Remember we
10
lost
days early
money.
because of COVID.
so you went to some dope places in India, by the way, and you have great footage. That channel is very underrated in my
Kieran
opinion.
versus travel.
Yeah,
Dude, I had
pretty underrated.
one of my dad's friend's son. Do you know Sid? He went
Yes,
to your school.
yes, yeah,
He's
yeah.
a super sweet guy.
Yeah.
He came up to me at his engagement party and was like, "Bro, I binge watched your channel. It's amazing."
What a G,
Awesome,
dude.
I was
Yeah,
like, "Wow,
yeah.
thank you so much." He's like, "Yeah, my dad. Like, I was talking to your dad, and he mentioned it briefly.
Yeah.
I went online, I looked at it, and I was like, "Oh my god."
What a G, dude.
I actually, I don't know if this is like narcissistic. I don't know how it works, but like,
I'll let
definitely
you know.
looked-
I'm an
I've
expert.
definitely looked back and like looked at that. And I guess that's the point of why you make this shit at the end of the day.
Of course, to
Like,
look back.
I don't make any money from that shit. So like to
Yeah.
sit there and look back at that
It's
video,
like a time capsule.
dude,
And it
that
was-
almost is more exciting
travel video?
than the trip. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
and it was
yeah.
also
I remember you cutting footage for it and being
it
like,
was
what-
also
you know.
Yeah.
great experience for what you're doing now with C2B.
Yeah.
Very
Your editing is so good. Yeah, your
Yeah.
C2B
Very
editing.
fair.
For
Yeah,
sure.
you're a very natural editor.
He's like, I don't edit my videos, but thanks, guys.
Yeah.
No,
I did my
I.
first 90 videos, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
very
and
hands-on.
they were great, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If
Yeah.
anything, it feels more produced now, which is
Yeah.
what it's obviously what's happening. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
To wrap up that little conversation we had with just having things to look forward to, I think is super valuable for like having little wins coming up, being like, oh, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about that.
You know what was
Like,
a really big little win in
and
our
having
lives?
hobbies and passions, little.
I just
things.
don't have a crutch anymore. I don't drink and I don't smoke.
Yeah, and you're trying
That's
to
a good
find what
thing.
your new
I know.
what
Yeah, I know.
your new crutch is. It's
I
like,
know. I
but-
just yeah, exactly. And now I have to replace bad
So what you're
habits with
saying
healthy
is
habits.
you need to start smoking and drinking again.
Exactly, bro.
do drugs, dude.
You know what is a small win we had recently? Mic stands. Shout out to you guys.
Shout
for
out to
Yeah,
mic
shout out to
stands,
the
boys.
mic
Shout out to you guys for supporting the videos enough for us to have
Yeah,
fucking
this
mic
looks
stands now.
great.
Yeah.
This looks
Yeah.
way better.
Yeah,
It's nicer. I'm
I'm still trying to learn what to do with my hands. So if
I'm
you
really
see
high
me-
on
Dude,
my
Aiden's
outfit,
been
bro.
going like this the whole podcast, just
Yeah, yeah.
resting his hand on the
You can't
fucking
rest your
mic
hand on the.
I'm like Ricky
on the
Bobby.
mic
What do I do
stand.
with my hands?
I don't know. What I'm
Sorry,
my hands are
Alabama.
just like this. I'm just
Well,
like,
you have like an armrest.
Shout out
which is really
Alabama.
neat.
Sorry, boys. I have family in Alabama. Hope they didn't listen.
I was gonna say, I was like,
Do
if
you?
anybody
You're like,
here
I actually do.
is the most relative to Alabama.
I mean,
it's
I
you.
have family in Kansas, Alabama. Like, I got people over in those fucking, cousin fucker
that
countries.
side, right?
Dude, Yo,
That's
you guys,
it?
I don't know, has he ever
Please.
told you this ridiculous story? He went on this random fucking RV trip out of nowhere during COVID with his whole family.
Oh,
Did you really?
And there was a massive
course, yeah, yeah.
accident that occurred
Yeah.
in an RV.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I've traveled.
Wait, we
like,
should
a
just
ton,
have
like,
Aaron on the podcast
my
and
whole-
talk about this.
Like my youth, like we were traveling doing RV trips all the time. But this last
I
one
was
during
there.
COVID, you were. Oh, you were there for when we were young doing RV trips.
yeah,
but
yeah,
this
not
one
not
during
recently.
COVID, we got big family RV trip. On the way back, my dad's sleeping in the back, like in the mat, like in the it's an RV. Like
Who's driving?
my mom. Big bed in the back. He's asleep. We're going over it's like 1 a.m. We're pulling into the campsite, but to get there, there's like a train station. So we pull, and there's a kind of a railroad and then like a speed bump. So think of it, we're going 18, 20 miles an hour over the thing. You hit this, drops down, hits the speed bump. He flies up, hits the ceiling, puts a hole in the ceiling with his arm, lands, breaks his shoulder, all of his ribs on his left side, and blew out his back scapula.
He's too old to be doing that, you know what I mean?
He's asleep in bed.
All of his ribs on one side.
Yeah.
Like he landed on his shoulder. So
Oh my
so
fucking god!
This
This
is
was like
speed bump.
2 years ago.
this was literally like 2 years ago. The RV goes down and then goes over a speed bump. So he gets like, good boom.
Was he like?
We gotta
moaning?
get someone
Was
to
he, like-
animate
yeah.
that.
He
We
was-
gotta get someone
I
to
was
animate
like,
that.
fuck.
The sound I can only imagine.
He
sounds
literally is getting woken up,
horrible.
hitting the ceiling, landing, breaking every rib. He's a 55-year-old man. He's old.
Yeah.
You know, and I hear him, and I'm
And he's a big guy.
I'm crying laughing, bro.
oh my
Like
god! he's
I
such
could
a
not help
fucking
my
dick.
laughter. He's on the ground like,
Oh my god!
and we're like, luckily we're literally 30 seconds away from a hospital.
Wow, that
Whatever
is
this
actually really
tiny small town hospital in the middle of fucking
Yeah.
bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
We pull in and they're like, all right, we're
Where were you RVing? Like, what
They're
was
like,
it?
to Kansas.
"Hey, here's some Tylenol.
Holy shit! To visit family? Or
So what happened
My
at the
dad, my family,
hospital?
my dad has a farm in Kansas that we went and stayed at.
Holy shit!
We killed some turkeys.
You know, your dad talked about that on Twitter the other day. He talked about, he said, I lived on a farm for 3 years and I'd do it again.
he lived there for a long time. But yeah, so we're like there, and he's literally, and you know what the best part about driving an RV is? The entire ride is, so he's broken ribs, broken shoulder.
Best part, he
For the
says.
last, I don't know, we're 18 hours away from home. We got to
horrible.
drive back. And he's just sitting in
Bro,
pain
you
and
can fly back.
Honestly, just fly back. Yeah.
you can't fly back because
The
pressure?
Air pressure.
Oh
pressure.
my
Yeah, you broke your rib. Yeah,
Wow.
Bro, shout out your dad for being a trooper, bro.
Wow.
I was dying. I've never had like uncontrollable
Crazy.
laughter before, and it was weird because obviously it's not a funny situation. But I was like,
I could just hear his dad like, stop, Aiden.
no, he was like, he couldn't even talk. He was like, he thought he fucking died, bro. He's like,
Yeah, I mean, that's
Coming from a situation like when I got in a really bad car accident, I didn't break my ribs, but I bruised my lung.
should
I
tell
thought
them.
I broke my
You
ribs.
should tell the story on the podcast.
I like literally thought I was dying, bro. I was like, bro, I cannot breathe right now.
This
So
guy
I
falls
can't
asleep.
imagine like breaking your ribs. Did
All
he
of his-
pierce any lungs or no?
Probably
no,
not.
no, he didn't. But he broke all of his ribs. He blew his shoulder out. He'd have like major surgery, like
Yeah, I would imagine.
You
You'd
had
have to
shoulder,
have
you had
broken
shoulder
ribs?
surgery?
at 55
You
years
can't do
old,
anything
you'd
about
have,
the
you'd have
ribs.
to have
you
surgery.
can't do anything
Yeah,
for
you
ribs.
can't
You
do
just have to.
anything.
There's like
Yeah.
Yeah, you
but-
just leave it there.
Yeah.
You can't.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but that
he
was
had shoulder surgery?
yeah.
I have
he-
bone fragment stuff in my ankle still too. So I can't imagine what it's like for the ribs.
Bro, I never knew that. I made fun of you for your bad ankles.
I
for
thought
so
you knew
long.
that. I thought you knew
did
that's
not
why
know
it's
that.
like that.
No.
Today I almost twisted it again just from fucking
Bro,
missing
I
the
made
step.
fun of you for so long, but I didn't realize you have fucking
When you have several like long-term ankle injuries and sprains specifically, it just goes really
Of
easily.
course, yeah. When he was fucking,
What are you, a running back or what?
What are you fucking running back for?
Come on, bro.
you like now do
I
quarterback.
used to be a fucking scammer for that's what I did.
Bro, it's fucking
I used to be a
terrible.
nickel back.
For me,
Dude, that's like what they called it back in the fucking 30s, dude.
this was one of my favorite podcasts that we've done so far. I feel like it was
Yeah, this
most
was a
like
good
well
podcast.
flowed, like well formatted.
You know
like,
what's
I don't-
crazy? We actually had some topics.
I feel
and
like
we
I
were
gotta-
able when it got dry, you bounced the topic as a safety net, and it worked perfect. And that's how it should be done.
Sorry, we're doing a review of our podcast, mid-podcast.
No, I thought it was great. I thought it was good.
I
Like
feel like I had a lot of stuff to say because I had a lot of stuff to get off my chest. I feel really good now.
it was
guys.
good,
Thank you.
right? Yeah.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff, guys.
What I am very interested about,
Lord
guys,
Father, thank you for this meal you brought us today.
you know what I am really
We didn't even talk
interested
about
about? though?
Kanye. Oh my God.
Oh
bro.
man,
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Nobody needs to hear more about
You
it.
know what, dude?
Yeah,
Honestly,
we'll do-
He's a crazy fuck. All right, we're good. We're good. I'm good.
no,
we
but
denounce racism.
you know, yeah, okay.
Racism,
opinions.
denounced. Racism.
Anti-Semitism.
Says
and
the guy.
Nazis
Says the
are
guy that
bad.
shit on Alabama
Literally,
3 seconds
yeah.
ago.
I used to work at
That was
You
a
call
joke.
him
I have
all
family in
inmates.
Alabama. Sorry, Bubba.
All right.
For sure has no family in Alabama confirmed. No, I really want to know. Like, should we do this cabin thing? Like, what's going on?
Oh
with
yeah,
that?
I like it
How
a
soon
lot.
would that be though?
I'm
don't we
down,
have a
bro.
friends?
Do it in-
Don't we have a freaking gift exchange to do?
Yes, we do. We haven't even.
Yeah, but can we
Oh,
like
we
not
we
invite
did
those
plan
people?
that.
to the
Remember?
podcast?
No, I'm not
Yeah, we can talk
saying,
about
but
that.
I'm
We can talk
saying
about
we
the
already
podcast.
put the date.
We already planned the date. I forgot
Yeah,
what date
that's what
it
I'm
is.
saying. We
Huh?
planned a date for that.
It's
No,
at the hotel.
people want to know. The people want to know what we're thinking right now. They
It's at
want
the
to do it.
hotel.
That we're gonna get a cabin booked. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
cabin
How
pod.
soon?
let's do it late January.
I mean, I
January.
can do
Wait,
it.
does that mean we have to take
anytime.
David with us
Yeah, I
and our
can do it.
fucking PC?
Of course.
We have to take David and the
What?
PC.
David's gonna be.
No, we have to take David, and David has to take the PC.
Yes.
Let's just.
There
David
we
has to
go.
drive himself in the Integra. The red Integra
David, I'll
for the
drive you.
snow.
I'll drive you.
Dude,
Can we get him a-
the Matrix is better for the snow. My bad.
Can
Yeah,
we,
you know what?
Can we
I
get him
probably
a
shouldn't do
Greyhound
it.
ticket to Big Bear?
Oh
No,
my
it's
god.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Have you guys ever took a Greyhound?
Yes,
No.
I have.
Oh, I know. I
To
did.
Vegas.
They're tough, bro.
To Vegas.
I remember I took a Greyhound when I was a kid. I was like, I felt like I was in a movie, bro.
No.
Scary or what?
Yeah.
Bro, there's meth. Dude, it costs.
Ah.
You have to realize, bro. You hop on a
It's
Greyhound.
$6.
You hop on a Greyhound. It costs $3.25 to
Yeah.
go from here to
Yeah,
Vegas.
exactly.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Do you remember a couple
crazy.
years ago when the Atlanta airport had like a power outage because like an explosive went off?
No, but that's the biggest airport in the world.
So I was
In the
flying into
world?
Atlanta.
The biggest Delta
Yeah.
airport in the world.
I was flying into Atlanta, and we're like an hour out of landing, and they're like, the power's off in the entire airport. We cannot land here. We're doing a U-turn. We're going to drop you guys off in Kentucky or wherever the fuck they dropped
You've
us.
had a lot of fuck
Yeah.
experiences.
So
Geography.
we're landing at like 1 a.m. So I'm like, I need to get to Atlanta.
Yeah.
The only thing you can get is a Greyhound ticket. So
Yeah.
I run from the airport. I get from middle of fucking tiny airport in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I get to the Greyhound Center. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm getting on this disgusting people on that bus.
Is that what this is all wrapping
It
up?
took me
Yeah.
8 hours to go from Kentucky to Atlanta,
8
Georgia.
hours.
This motherfucker,
I
Yeah.
feel like I have never heard
and
this
I couldn't go to
story
sleep because
before.
everyone's discussing like I'm gonna get robbed or stabbed.
Wow.
It wasn't that bad. There's
I'm
just some old
I'm
people.
gonna
One-
fade the gray.
One time I was on a train and I was going to the airport. Then I'm just chilling, and the guy, he was like, "Hey, where are you going?" And I was like, "The airport." He's like,
You mean the party
know,
in my pants?
he goes, that's this stop right now. I was like, "Are
Oh,
you
you
fucking?"
told me this. Yeah.
I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" I was like, "Don't fuck around with me." He's like, "No, this is the airport right here." And I like,
Oh, he's like,
got
that's
off
why there's
immediately.
planes. That makes sense.
you get off. There's
No.
nothing.
no, I would have been pissed.
Can you not
bro.
look out the window and
There's
be like,
homeless people with fucking shanks.
I got off the I got off the
Just
I got off the train, and then there was a girl there, and I was like,
Is this
"Is this the airport?" And then in my head, right as I asked that, I'm like, "It's a little too late now. The bus is already."
He
gone.
said, "Is this the airport?" The girl's wearing like a fucking flight attendant suit with the roller thing. Like,
No.
Yes,
okay,
asshole.
look, it was like a tunnel that took you to the airport. It was really confusing.
it was. So you're saying it was like a tram?
LAX?
It was.
Yeah,
It was a
no,
metro to
it
the
was
tram.
it was in Utah.
Oh.
This was recent.
This was like 3-4 years ago.
Oh wow! I thought you were gonna say 3-4 days ago when you came
No,
back.
no.
No.
What?
pretty
Okay.
funny.
What? Late January? That's when it's
Yeah,
like
I'm-
cold.
I
Wow,
can do
that's
anytime.
really far.
It's already-
Wow.
I could do
Well,
it
what are you
whenever.
thinking?
I was inspired for like weeks from now, not months.
Well, it's just hard because
He
Christmas
wanted-
is coming up.
Yeah.
You inspired
January is
me.
in 6 weeks.
Do you want to go
Less
early
than-
January? I'm okay with going early
Yeah,
January.
let's go. Yeah. What if we did New Year in a beer
Or at the
No,
end.
we have to
or
work New
after
Year's.
Oh, yeah.
after Christmas. Q4 is always dead, right?
Yeah, let's just go the week after New Year.
Q4 is interesting. I like that. Like December. Hey, when's your birthday? 29th?
January 29th.
No, it's December 29th.
December
right?
29th.
Fuck.
It's like
Damn.
it's tough.
D-Money in a house.
D-Money birthday episode?
D-Money birthday cabin
I don't-
Oh, we're
podcast?
still
I
gonna
don't
make
mind
we're
that.
still gonna make him work though.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has to.
David, birthday,
just not allowed to
cabin
drink.
extravaganza.
We'll just bring you some
Wait.
cupcakes.
Wait, do you still have a girlfriend?
What? Bring his girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean.
That'd be kind of weird.
Wait, are
Does
we?
your girlfriend have a sister?
Wait, are
my
we bringing our
age?
girlfriends
That's
to this?
attractive.
Yeah, of course.
And she
Are we not? Do you not want to?
I don't know.
Well, my girlfriend's kind of friends with you guys. You know what I mean?
I don't have a girlfriend.
Just your girlfriend.
Logan
Well,
and
we'll
Aiden don't
figure
have
this out.
girlfriends.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
You're signing.
Oh,
us
you're
off?
calling it?
Wow, look at Big Ed. He's like,
Midnight,
all right,
I gotta
guys.
drive back. It's a fucking hour. And
He's like, all right, guys.
Well, we're gonna do a podcast from the cabin, guys,
At
for
some
David's
point.
birthday.
all right, guys. Do not forget to follow me on Twitter at NoGoodLogan. Thank you so
You have
much.
I
such
just
a
dropped my UFC breakdown for UFC Orlando on Aiden Queskin YouTube. Follow it. And TikTok.
I don't have any content I would like to plug.
Well, thank you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys hanging in there. Man, I look like
This was
I'm
a good
fucking
episode.
just
Let's
fell
get in
out
the
of
middle and do like the hand thing and go up like a team. Right?
Okay, yeah, I'm okay.
Can I
with that.
can I please just properly close the fucking podcast? We can do all that. Jesus Christ. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys made it to this point of the video, make sure to click the like button down below. If you guys are hearing this podcast and not seeing it in the visual fashion, make sure to check us out on YouTube at the Closer Broke Podcast.
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to want to see us.
On YouTube, make sure to subscribe, comment, like, share with a friend. It goes a long way. Otherwise, have a very happy holiday season, guys. Stay happy, stay healthy. More importantly, we're going to the table. Deuces.